Shaboop.
Taboo.
And then I'm pretty sure we're live. Would someone be able to check on the twitch.com to see if we're all good?
Get call out parts of my
Twitch.tv,
twitch.com.
you know it.
I'm making a pull out coast on my twitter.com.
On my twitter.com.
And yeah, it's live.
We are all live and we're all good.
Ooh.
So yeah, I guess we're all ready to jump back in. Gab, by the way, we are so happy to have you back.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh.
I am so very excited for you to immediately fuck with everything I have planned without even trying.
Of course.
Without even breaking a sweat.
Obviously, that is all I do around here.
Truly. But on any other announcements, anything else super cool? What's up, Darby?
Can anyone else still not see the owl bear?
I cannot.
I cannot.
You can't see the owlbear. Well, that will simply just not do. Let me see if I can reload and then send it back out. Because we don't want you guys playing off this little piece of shit screen right there.
No, it's fine.
It's all right.
It's okay.
Man, if only we could say something to question what is over in a direction.
What is that? What is it?
There are no more rooms, man.
That's kind of scary.
How about that? Does that do anything for you?
See. Yeah.
Real.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got it now. I can see it now.
I'm in.
No.
Oh.
Fine.
You guys walking back to the Triple S after destroying a building. Do.
Wait, I never finished the last stream. Are you guys at the Triple S or are you somewhere else?
We will actually hop into that very soon.
I only got so I watched the one I was gone, where you guys went shopping, but I didn't get fully through. I didn't fully get through this one. I only got through a little bit.
Okay, excellent. We're actually not gonna give a recap to what happened last time. Then just to have Gab get freaked when we hop back into what's going on. When we hop back into what's going on currently on this owlbear. But with all of that. Well, speaking of all that, with Gab being completely in the dark and with everybody else on a cliffhanger, quite literally, do you all want to play some D&D?
Whoa!
Yes, and yes. Kate can sadly not join us tonight, but do not worry because Arthur can fly, so Arthur is just going to help and then leave. But with that, then everyone please join me for a deep and cleansing breath, and then we can begin. Sound good? Excellent, then please join me. Everything after the breath is canon. So the music's a bit switched up. Maybe not as high octane as people were expecting, but we cut back right to where we left off, with most of R.O.A.C.H.Y at the top of Emmon's tower as it's about to fall apart and collapse. But we're not starting there. Instead, the wind takes some of the embers across Livenline, south, towards Simbleton, towards the primed Privateer Venture Corporation. We seamlessly fly through the recently repaired window to Phoebe Goldtooth Squall's office, and we see her sitting behind a desk, an ink vial and feather missing, seemingly, with a stain from spilled ink there, which is currently being obscured by a stack of papers. She's pulling one from the top, reading it over, signing it, scribbling it with one of the feathers remaining, and then placing it to her side. The room is basically completely silent. But a voice breaks that silence, or rather what sounds like a voice. You could hear a muffled and everyone's able to see a bound and gagged Duke LaCroix sitting across from Phoebe at the desk in a nice comfortable leather chair, gag in his mouth, arms and legs bound, with his chest tied to the chair. Phoebe responds by grabbing for her gun, pointing it at him wordlessly, tapping it on the desk 3 times, and then holstering it. And the Duke quickly then repairs the silence of the room. Last but certainly not least, we continue through the office, and we see unbound yet unconscious completely on a fluffy couch against the wall, underneath a portrait of a burning ship, covered in a blanket, shivering and sweating bullets. We see her. Her, for just one moment, can we travel into your mind?
Sure.
Perfect. If you would have said no, I'd be like, all right, well, and we cut back and no, and that's cool. So you're unconscious right now.
Great. Yeah. I watched the episode where you left me with this psycho. Y'all were just like, yeah, okay, let her go.
I tried to
Are you
charm her
kidding?
and it
You
just
were
didn't
unconscious, my
work.
friend.
You could have left me on the back of a horse.
Now,
No, you took me to this psycho. Anyway, continue.
now, admittedly, just for clarity purposes, no one gave you away. You were taken forcefully by Phoebe, who was armed with like 15 cronies who were also armed. They didn't really have much of a say in it, admittedly. But however, although you are unconscious, you are unharmed, and we're just gonna go into your mind real quick in this unconscious state. So the best way that I can describe this to you is imagine if you currently had like a bad fever. Like you are cold and you're hot and you're sweating and you're shivering and your head is pounding. This is not a restful sleep. You are unconscious, and there is a difference. But in this kind of unrestful sleep, I will say that her is dreaming. And in this state, what do you think her would be dreaming of? Describe that to me.
I don't know if she's feeling this way. I'm not sure she's dreaming of anything pleasant. Probably more likely nightmares than anything.
Okay.
Do I know what the nightmares are? I feel like they're probably incomprehensible. Is that a word?
I'm going to say that your subconscious can put things together from what you've seen since you've woken up on the boat, and from what you've learned, like the memories that you've had. So what would your nightmares be with just the memories you have so far?
I think it'd be us in the bottom after the well fight with Ophelia.
Ophia. Yep.
Why do I always want to say Ophelia?
You're all good.
Ophia, Olive getting shot, hearing him all the way in the back, Cowrie inside the glob monster, the big whatever that thing was that kept eating Cowrie. I think just going back to that, and then maybe, yeah, that, and then maybe even like some of the battle with him and like the Wraith and whatnot.
So
Wraith?
that's currently where like so just for simplicity's sake, in this like weird kind of dreamscape, you're back in the love temple and you're rushing around and you're grabbing onto him, and him is screaming in pain and confused and terrified. A shocking sight for you as one of his teleportation auras went off, but instead of zapping to another point inside of the love temple, you quickly teleport, and you're suddenly then in the bottom of the feast temple after the food chain fight, and you see your friends. You see Cowrie knocked out and scooped up into the mouth of a lizard. You see Olive getting shot in the back by Ophia. You see Rhyme and Yorda fighting for their lives. And in all of this, you are sweating bullets as you are running towards the cell where him is. As you get up to the cell door, and as you are fiddling with the keys to unlock it, and you drop them onto the floor, like, tink, and then you quickly scramble, pick them up. You're looking for the right one as you open the door up. As you open the cell door, the cell is completely black. The cell is completely black until it is slowly illuminated by a blue light coming from what seems like the opposite, like the far wall from the entrance.
Okay.
In this... Oh, no, what's up?
I thought you were gonna continue. I didn't know you wanted to
Oh,
respond.
I saw your Zoom unmute, and I was like, please, go right ahead.
No, you're good.
You do see a figure. It's a figure that, because of the light behind them, they are clad in shadow. Can you please give me a perception check?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Perception. That's a 6.
That's a 6. You're able to see. You get two with a 6. You get two things. Two of the most obvious things that you're able to kind of clock about this figure. Well, technically 3. 1, this is not him. This figure is too tall and too thin to be him. You can't gain anything about what they look like. You can't gain anything about like what they dress like. But you're able to recognize when I say thin, 1, they are bone thin. Like malnourished to the point of like the witch that everybody saw that you didn't see. Like the thinnest you could possibly imagine. And the second thing is that you hear something. You hear this sound. You hear rolling dice clacking as you see his hand moving back and forth.
I think her will try to approach.
As you try to approach, give me a quick Constitution saving throw.
Wait, okay. Question.
Yes.
Did her go shopping yet or no? Because
For the
I get a
simplicity's
plus
sake,
1.
for the simplicity's sake, we'll say that all those items do have effect. So yes.
Okay. Constitution. Oh boy, let's go. That's gonna be a 25.
As you are approaching this figure, you look and you see that, like, again, unconscious, still causing you real life pain though, as you have to shield your eyes from this blinding blue light. You can feel the skin on the arm that you're using to block this light from your eyes begins to burn and singe as you're moving up to this figure. This figure turns to look at you, and even though you are, and because you are closer, can you please give me another perception check?
Do I get advantage because I'm closer?
The DC has been lowered for you.
Oh, okay. Nat 1.
Coin!
Yeah, you can flip your coin if you,
yeah, I'm gonna
if
flip
you
my
want.
coin. Yeah, I am. Perception. It's an 8.
Still cannot see anything about their clothing or their face or anything, but what you do hear them say as you hear the rattling of dice, is you hear them say, "There you are! Back to your post!" And your eyes open, and you are suddenly conscious once again, and you are back in Phoebe's office.
That's horrifying.
As you shoot up, your breathing is completely uncontrolled. You basically just woke up mid-panic attack. Can I get a Constitution save with disadvantage?
Oh, shit. Okay, that's not bad. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You feel your stomach lurch and turn and can feel vomit tracing its way up your throat, but you're able to and quickly breathe and just settle your stomach immediately. You haven't just completely lost control of everything. You're quickly settling back into everything right now. And as your eyes open up, you look around frantically, trying to see if anybody's around, and you see that Phoebe is sitting at her desk and you can recognize the Duke tied up across from her.
Oh, lovely. Oh, yeah.
So with that, in this, what's
Do
up?
I
Yes.
know Phoebe?
If you want me to continue with the story, we can certainly discover if you do.
Okay.
But all you know is that you were riding into the arbor, and then you And then you can recognize that you blacked out and woke up here. So you don't know what happened in the interim.
Cool.
So with that, do you want her to speak first, or do you want to speak first? Her is in Phoebe.
Oh, I'll let Phoebe speak.
Phoebe, the Duke, and looks over, still gagged, and goes, and like starts as Phoebe goes, "Not a word, Duke." Gets up and walks over to you as you're just kind of like swinging your legs off the couch at this point. You're kind of like just getting your senses back around you. As she comes up to you and she goes, "Oh, there," and she slowly approaches you, and it looks like she's gonna put her hands on you.
I don't let her touch me.
You do not let. Okay, excellent. So you would have to actively move away from her. So if you have to move away from her to avoid that, are you gonna move? Where would you move in this room? There's a stained glass window next to the desk. There's the Duke in the chair, and there's also a doorway to a stairway leading down.
Break the window.
Hold up, let me pull up the owlbear. I didn't realize I was also going to be in this owlbear.
No, so this owlbear is for something different. I just didn't have the time to change over.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I guess I'm gonna go a little bit closer. Is the Duke near the window or not near the window?
So basically, the way that it works, like imagine if you're in the Duke's chair, it is the Duke, the desk, Phoebe's chair, and the window.
All right, I'm gonna go closer to the Duke, I think.
So you get up. I'll say that like your breath's calming down. You're kind of coming out of this panic state, and as you kind of like shuffle over towards the Duke. Phoebe, give me a quick perception check.
We know how great I am at these.
Use your dice tower.
Yeah, I should. I was using my metal dice. Let me see. That's gonna be a 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
Unable to kind.
Is she so excited to see me? Is that what's happening?
Well, you're unable to go. It doesn't look like with her hands like she's being aggressive. She was moving towards you like very slowly. It doesn't seem like she was gonna try to attack you or hurt you in any way. But if she has like any weapons on her, if she has anything that she was gonna do, you can't really tell. As she says, "Let's all just take a breath really quickly, all right? I think that's important." As you move towards the Duke, what do you say?
I think her is just gonna look at her, for like stare up and down at her for like 2 or 3 seconds of silence, and then like respond with, "Who were you?"
She furrows her brow very quickly, and then looks over the Duke and just quickly says, "You were telling the truth about her. All right, no matter. I'm Phoebe. I'm Phoebe's squall. We used to be business partners."
Okay.
At this point, she's like walking, and she's slowly starting to walk towards you and the Duke.
Okay, great. Is she like giving off any sort of like she's gonna hurt me? I rolled so bad on my perception.
Give me an insight check.
Insight. All right,
Dice tower.
We're gonna try it this time. Let's see. I'm just not meant to do well.
You're not meant for people.
11.
11? I mean, you being on your guard from the state that you just came out of, that is understandable. Whether it is correct, you don't know, but, like, she doesn't seem like she's offended by you being kind of tense. Does that make sense?
Okay. The way I'm gonna like position myself is like, if she's coming towards me, I kind of want to be on the other side of her desk.
So you want to get behind her desk?
No, you know what? No, I feel like that's a bad move. I'm gonna go like behind the Duke, so there's like a body in between.
You turn the Duke so that he's a human shield in between as he goes. As he just starts shaking.
I like tap his head, you know, like.
Actually, yeah, you pat like the feather that's on top of his cap. As Phoebe goes, "Now understand. It seems like you've forgotten quite a lot. Now, would you like me to tell you where our relationship was the last time I saw you?
I guess.
Perfect.
Wait, where are we now?
She kind of furrows her brow, and then she draws her gun and points it at you.
Oh, lovely. Okay, great.
Now I understand that you don't remember much, which means that I should probably explain some things.
Okay.
You are in so much trouble. Of all the places for you to have your little brain hemorrhage or whatever happened to you, you just happen to do it on my doorstep? Wonderful for me. Terrible for you.
What do you want?
She quickly goes in like a little side pocket that she has and pulls out a small little note, that she was keeping in there. She goes, well, I want 4,327 gold, 7 silver, and 3 copper. But we're gonna round that up to 5,000 gold, just even, for my own personal pain, suffering, and fucking embarrassment that you would fuck me over like that! She shakes her gun to you and then takes a step forward.
I mean, okay. I feel like at this point, like, I am on edge from, like, the panic attack. Now I'm on edge of this. Like, I guess, like, character-wise, would her go into her fight or flight mode sort of thing? Like, do I need to roll for that? Like, what are we, like, I'm not sure.
If you're not sure, then the dice will decide. And you are going to roll a you know what? We're actually just going to roll a flat. So what do you think you think it's like an even 50-50 chance?
Yeah.
Perfect. Take your coin.
Okay.
Heads, you keep your head, like you keep your head kind of stable. Tails, you go into fight mode, and this will then become a combat, okay? Because I'm gonna lay it out to you right now. If you activate this mode, you have only ever activated this mode when you have been in direct danger. And so if this mode activates, this will basically become a fight between you and her.
I mean, it makes sense because she's literally pointing a gun at me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay. Heads or tails?
Oh, it landed literally like this. Heads.
Heads. You feel the electricity buzz around you, but you're able to keep your cool. You realize that although she is angry with you, you look at the Duke tied up, and you look at yourself, and as you kind of gauge yourself very quickly, you realize that on your wrists, you have bracelets on your wrists that you did not have before. The best way that I can describe them is, do you know those, like, best friend bracelets that, like, we used to have in, like, middle school that were, like, super tightly woven, like almost like rope? You know what I'm talking about? It's like that, but the wick of a, like the wick of a cannon, basically. And they're around your wrist, and, like, they're really not able to go, above, like, basically above your thumb bone, or, like, below, like, a little bit of your forearm. They're, like, staying on your wrist. And as you kind of, like, lift your arms up a little bit, you clock that they're there, and you realize that there's something else going on here. So with all of that, as she says that to you, you keep your cool. What do you say?
Would I notice that, like, or would I know that she probably put these on me?
You certainly would, yes.
Okay. I look at her and I go, okay, I can start to repay you. I don't have the money, but I don't know. I can try.
I think that'd be the best course of action for you. You should certainly try. The fact that you're still inside your body right now is kind of wonderful. At least for you. Because I could turn you over to the partners.
What? The what? what happened?
Oh,
What?
she looks so, like, intrigued by that as she goes, I will say, I find you much more interesting now than before. I always liked Rahi more than you and the Duke. She was always so straightforward, but you just seem... You've gone through such an overhaul. I'm liking who you are right now. So inquisitive. She lowers the gun, like, down to her, like, stomach, so she's, like, in, like, a more relaxed position. And she's gonna walk around the desk back to her chair and sit down.
Okay.
There is a leather chair next to the Duke. There are dual chairs if you would wish to sit down as well.
Sure. Yeah, we'll do that.
You sit down. It's exceptionally comfortable.
Oh, lovely.
As Phoebe looks at you and goes, again, as she kind of breathes in and out, and you can see like her her hair like a burning wick. You see as she exhales and calms herself down, the wick burns more slowly, and she goes, we had a good thing going because I would sell you information and then you would get your supplies and we would all be happy. And I'm not sure what happened. I think it's about 2.5, 3 years ago. You stole from me. Not only did you steal from me, you raided in the Palms Bay. I'm not sure if you understand this right now, but I've had people looking for you for a long time. Because you're banned from the Arbor. And if you don't remember, the rule is, if you're banned from the Arbor and you return to the Arbor, well, you protect it until your body falls apart.
Okay.
And if you've forgotten the fundamentals, just so I'm not speaking over your head, the Pardoners have those nasty fucks from Yasa crawling around inside of them.
Right.
Just husks, no soul. Hell on earth, you could say.
Okay. So... Okay. I get you 5,000 gold. Somehow, right? Okay. Then you're good.
Then we're square. We can go back to being hunky-dory if you wish.
No, but what about the others?
I don't care.
Could I make it better? I want to make it better.
Then we're in agreement. You'll make it better then.
But how with them? How do I become unbanned?
Understand that, well, the ban lives and dies within Simbleton, and I have people everywhere scrounging for information, keeping track on people like Emin and Hugo and all of those different guilds, but no one's gonna come for you, no one's gonna grab you unless I say. If you want to walk around the Arbor with impunity, well, I'm gonna allow you to do that, but you're gonna get me my money back, one way or the other. And if you run from the Arbor, try to duck your responsibility, go too long without checking in, or try to kill me, it might work out for you, but... And she gestures at the bracelets on your wrist and goes, but you'll be less of a woman than before.
What do you mean?
Give me a quick... Oh my god, what would this be? Give me a quick Arcana check.
$11.
Actually, give it to me with advantage. I apologize, because you're looking right at her.
18.
18? As you were looking at this woman, and I think this is going to be the third time that I describe what she looks like. Older, 50, 60 years old, Fire Genasi woman. Big, low-cut shirt, big chest tattoo of a burning ship. With a braid in her hair that is burning like a cannon fuse. Her hair is white, and as the fuse moves down it is turning it black. As the as the ring of orange gets to the end of the braid, it starts making its way back up and starts turning the hair from black to white once again. As her hair just kind of like naturally changes color. And as you're looking at her hair, you get the sense of like, from like the little tidbits that you've gotten before, oh, her hair is like a cannon fuse. And you look at the bracelets on your wrists, and they look a lot like cannon fuses.
Okay, so they're just magical and will burn me or something?
Ah, yes.
Lovely. Okay.
But let me be clear, it'll be much more severe than they'll just burn you. But I think you can guess what will happen if they go off.
I go into my pouch, I take out 500 gold, and I put it on her desk.
You put 500 gold in your desk. She goes. She looks at you and goes, "Well, Hurricane, that's an excellent way of starting off this relationship." As she takes the 500 gold and goes, "That's a wonderful gesture."
What did you call me?
She looks at you and the Duke real quick and goes, "Your revolutionaries and your code names and your secrecy. Now, Fancy Boy here was easy to find out. I mean, once our relationship started, it took maybe about 15 minutes of digging around. But for you, it was always more difficult. I only ever knew you by your captain name. That being Hurricane."
That's kind of a terrible name.
She looks at you and she kind of like squints her brow and goes like, "I mean, it made sense for your ship name, though."
Oh. I don't have a ship.
She looks at you and she like, a big grin goes across her face and she goes, "Rahi took the Cat 5. I always think it suited her better, honestly."
I think it was wrecked.
Phoebe looks at you and just kind of squints her brow and just shakes her head and goes, "Not even slightly. Rahi's back in the city, captain in the Cat 5. Your ship is here."
Then what was I on?
She looks at you. She's much more friendly now that she's 500 gold richer. You can knock down your debt to 4,500 now. And looks at you and just goes,
Yeah.
"You could have been shot out the devil's asshole for all I care. Not really much of my concern. You disappeared off the map for a couple years, came back, and then started breaking every rule in the book."
Do you know him? Goliath?
Who?
Goliath?
Give me 1 second.
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out if like.
Oh, she looks at you and goes like, she looks at you and she like takes out like a little journal and like kind of flips through it and goes like, the Goliath who's currently on your ship right now. No, well, I'm not sure who he is. All I know is that he's working with you.
Okay. Cute. Fun.
Indeed.
Can I have the Duke? And can we go?
Let me just
And
see.
how do I contact you again?
She goes. She looks at you and is like, "You have gone from having a complete seizure to being incredibly professional. I'm incredibly impressed with you right now. Just check in every couple of days. Let me know what your status of monetary acquisition is." And she takes out a small little palm-sized conch shell, and she hands it over to you, which will act as 1/2 of a sending stone.
Great. Okay, yep. I take it. I go, "Nice to see you."
Now, before you go, few more things just so you know what's going on right now. Now, of course, you are severely in debt, which needs to be worked off, but I'd also be on the lookout for Rahi. Now, I'm not entirely sure what happened between you two, but she seems to want you to give you a right thrashing for some reason, and, well, I'm inclined to help her out, because I agreed to pass on a message. She was furious at you, I was furious at you, so I just thought, so I just wanted to... she told me to hand this off to you and that you would know what it means. And she takes out a piece of paper and hands it over to you. And I'm going to send what is on the piece of paper right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna text it to you. And you can
Okay.
read it out loud if you so choose.
Oh boy. This is so stressful. We wanted to upgrade the boat.
There you go. If you want to read that out loud, you can, but you do not have to.
I go, I turn to Phoebe and I'm like, yeah, she tried to kill me. So it makes sense. I don't know what I did, obviously, but
Give me a quick insight check with advantage really quickly on Phoebe.
I'm assuming. I'll tell you what it says. That was this. I need to re-roll because I hit it. Okay, that's fine. It said triple F up you won't let you pretend you forgot. So I think the triple F is obviously some sort of place. I don't know. Anyway, what was it? Perception or insight?
Insight.
forget
Insight.
Insight. Dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, Phoebe looks down like at her chest, and then she looks over to the painting that you were sleeping under, and she goes, "Aye, it's a complicated business."
Can I look at the painting?
Yeah. As you put two and two together, you can see that the painting of the burning ship on the wall that you were sleeping underneath looks very similar to the chest tattoo that she has.
I don't really know what to do. Okay, can I do an investigation check or like another insight check to be like try and connect the two pieces?
To do what?
I don't know, to understand the ship on fire.
Well, you can also just ask her because she is a person that you
okay.
can talk to.
Yeah, okay. I like look at her and I go, is that your ship?
Her her face kind of turns a little bit. She goes, "Yeah, was."
What happened?
She looks at you. I'm just making sure I want to get all of this information out to you really quickly. Making sure. Blah, 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 blah. As she looks to you and goes, "Word of advice to you. Maybe this time round, try to find a crew that's more inclined for smart decisions than your last one." And she quickly just then goes, "Not a fucking word, Duke," as the Duke just kind of like, and just says nothing.
Okay. Thank you.
Now, I gave your friends a little bit of cash just to have them, I guess, work through some time as you recovered and so we could have our little conversation.
Okay.
But they should be at the Triple S Tavern right now.
Okay. Great.
You're dismissed.
Can I take him?
Give me a quick persuasion check.
We were going to what's the word? Parlay. Okay, great. The persuasion. That's gonna be a 23.
23? Oh yeah, right, you're a sorcerer. Hold on. One sec. This has to be like an 18 or above. She looks at you real quick, looks over the Duke, walks over the Duke, takes the gag out of his mouth real quick, and goes, "You want to go with her?" And the Duke goes, "I would be very happy to go with her." And she shoves the gag back and goes, "He's staying here. I have more paperwork for you to watch me do."
What did he do? To you?
She looks you dead in the face and is like, "You didn't rob me alone."
So, okay.
But I like him a hell of a lot less than I'm liking you right now. He's a silvery-tongued, slippery bastard, and I'm gonna bore him to tears.
Okay, idea. I pay you 2,250 gold, and he pays you 2,250 gold, and then we get to 4,500.
His eyes shoot open. He's like,
He did try to kill me too, so
He goes,
it's only fair. And he robbed you as well.
Give me 1 second. I gotta make a
You
quick...
want me to do a persuasion check?
No, hold on. There's a lot of things going on right now. Phoebe looks over to the Duke and is like, "You get 10 words," and just pops the gag out of his mouth real quick. And the Duke goes, I need you to understand really quickly, Capitan. I do not have anywhere near that amount of money on me. Phoebe then goes, more than 10, and just hits him in the face.
I look at him and I'm like, I don't have any either, but we could work together.
The Duke looks at you and is like, "Welcome back, Capitan," as his nose is kind of like bleeding a little bit. Give me a persuasion check. That is not a, yeah, give me a persuasion check.
Boy. A 19?
A 19. You watch as Phoebe, goes, "I guess having more people on the streets getting the cash would mean it comes back to me faster."
True. And then I to make it, to persuade her even more, I go into my bag and I put down 100 more gold pieces.
You are far better than I remember you. We're gonna be best friends by the time this is over. She then takes that. How much money do you have left?
17 gold pieces.
Perfect. So you're dirt poor. She takes all of the money you have, and goes, "All right, fine. Not a problem. But you know, there has to be some kind of guarantee that the money will be delivered." So, and she reaches up into her braid and pulls out 2 strands of hair, like 2 basically like locks of hair, and then quickly begins like tying them into circles, and goes, now, and actually give me she looks at you and goes, "You remember his real name? Not Duke LaCroix?"
No.
The Duke just looks at her and goes, "Please, no. Please." And Phoebe looks at you and goes, "Would you like to know it?"
Okay.
Give me a persuasion check. This is gonna be contested by the Duke's persuasion check for her not to do it.
Fuck me. Persuasion. Oh, that's a 10.
16 on the die, plus the Duke's insane charisma modifier, as Phoebe goes, "I guess you do need to have some kind of a reputation to get me my money, Duke. Don't worry. Your secret's safe with me. Now, one more question for you. Are you left or right-handed?" And the Duke goes, "I mean, in all honesty," and then Phoebe then lunges forward and cinches up to both of the bracelets to either one of his hands and goes, "I didn't care either way." And now Duke is wearing the same bracelets that you are around his wrists.
Great. So I now owe Phoebe 2,400.
Sure. Absolutely.
What do you mean, sure?
No. I mean, that's good negotiating right there. I'll make a note of it. I'll watch the video back and I'll make sure about all of that. But yes, you now only owe Phoebe half the money, and Duke has now taken on half of the debt. As Phoebe cinches up his wrists, and goes, "All right." She pulls out a knife and cuts the ropes, holding him down. The Duke goes, "Oh, I was getting so stiff in the chair," and gets up out of the chair. As Phoebe goes, "And you're both dismissed. Pleasure working with you, as always."
Yeah, great. Cool. And I just like leave.
And as you are leaving, the last thing that I will say is as the Duke kind of grabs his stuff back from like a little corner that Phoebe had it kept in, as you're walking towards the door to like walk out of the office, out of the building, you see that the door quickly and swings open, and you're able to see slim, taller, elven man. He has spectacles on. He has a little vest, and he's currently holding a rolled up piece of old parchment. As he goes, Miss Squall, I'm so sorry to interrupt. As Phoebe goes, it's not a problem, Booker. It's not a problem. Speak clearly and don't do it again. As you watch this elven man goes, I just need to get the voice right. I'm so sorry. I've been doing an Irish accent for so long, for so many days. I am completely fried. Any other accent is just beyond me at this point. As he looks and goes, then Miss Squall, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but this just came in, and kind of runs up to her, and just says very quietly, loud enough. I'm gonna say that you and the Duke are able to hear it as you both kind of look over your shoulders and go, as you hear him say, Netlocks was spotted by scouts at the top of Complex City, and now Emmons Tower is crumbling and on fire and coming apart. Just got this in about 3 minutes ago. And look, we could be making our move tonight. As Phoebe goes, that's an exceptional idea. All right. Looks back to you and the Duke and goes, go now, go. All right, much business to attend to. Apparently, we're all going to be busy this evening. As you are gestured out of the room.
Great. Sounds good.
And you know that you're excellent. As the Duke, rapier at his side, hat back, some bruising around his cheeks and some around his arms and his wrists. As looks at you and goes I have not seen you in so long, but apparently we are already back to accessorizing together, matching jewelry.
Yeah, great.
Perfect. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you possibly pull me into that? I was not in any debt at all. Now, she was probably going to kill me, but now I'm in another kind of hell, so wonderful.
Well, I don't have the money.
And what do you think I'm going to do? Shit it out of my ass?
You have a fancy ship. You have fancy clothes. You can sell this and make money.
You understand the fact, if I sell the ship, I'm not a pirate, I'm just a guy with a sword.
Well, at least you can pay your debt.
We have to talk about clear and effective teamwork that comes from communication. Because I feel like you just thought of that on the spot and she just fucking with me.
You tried to kill me.
I did not try to kill anybody for the last time. I was just testing your mettle. Because Rahi told me that you were back, and I wanted to see what was up with that. And I wanted to see if you still had your captaining skills, which you clearly did. And then I blew up those 2 ships, and now we're here.
Blew up what 2 ships?
You remember the ships from the bracelet that blew up?
The what?
The ships that you were fighting that just randomly exploded when you got past the barrier. Do you actually not remember that?
Do I remember this? Did this happen? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you made it. Also, we have to talk about where your powers came from because you did not have any of that the last time I saw you. So I'm not sure what's going on there.
I don't know.
Well, we are just 2 incredibly attractive, confused people then. What we need to do now is
sell ourselves.
We are okay. All right, excellent. So if you wish to whore yourself out in the streets of Kip-Yup, you can certainly do that. I'm going to find better get-rich-quick schemes than that.
Sell drugs?
I could dig up some contacts and whole stuff if you are looking to go down the medicinal route. We could do some kind of heist. We could find some buried treasure. We could...
Oh, yeah.
We could win a contest. No.
Oh, yeah.
None of this is good. We are just trying to luck into money. There's no plan. And you guys kind of walking down the stairs.
Yeah. We're just walking down the street.
This is not even the idea phase. This is we just survived by the skin of our teeth, and now we are just talking about nothing phase. That is what we are doing right now.
No. We're talking about the money. We gotta... Look, the quicker we pay it off, the quicker we can do other things. I bet there's some, competition, like the well, and we just make a bunch of money.
Certainly, yes, but understand that the arbor is... They attract... Instead of it being about showmanship, it is more about legacy and proving one's ability in combat. We could go for the Battle of the Bards. There should be a chest of gold, ranging in the 10 to 15,000 range, but we would have to probably fight to some of the most elite warriors possible, which may just kill us outright because I don't think there's a
I know a bard, and you can join us.
He looks at you and is like, I must be honest, I have always had a little bit of anxiety when it comes to getting up on a stage.
Too bad. You're coming with.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Am I am I going to be following you now? Am I going to be going back to my crew? What am I doing?
No, you're coming with.
I am going to
we have to parlay.
So I am going to follow you, and also I
have no idea where we're going, but I heard there's a burning building, which could be fun.
We could certainly go and try to, I guess, loot Emin's tower.
Just watch, maybe.
Just watch it burn down. Okay, let's just go watch public arson. That's fine with me.
Idea.
You guys
but
exit the
yeah, we just keep
PPVC,
walking.
and you're not just walking the streets of.
I do have an idea, but we could discuss later.
We shall discuss that later. So I'm going. So I just. So are we just? So he just kind of like looks at you as it's like the first private conversation you and him have had, as he just kind of breathes in and out. He's like, that was a very funny conversation, but we're going to get a little bit serious now. He looks at you and he goes like, Capitan, no one was sure what happened to you.
I know.
And to see you again, we were all very confused. We did not know if you were a traitor or if you were kidnapped or if something was happening. But he looks at you and he like very cautiously tries to like put a hand on your shoulder and goes, I am very happy to see you again, my friend.
So, what Phoebe said back there, him wasn't part of my crew?
I still don't know who that is.
The Goliath.
That
Did
guy,
you see?
right.
No, okay.
I've never seen that man before.
Okay. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I woke up on a boat. It was destroyed. He was there. Some other people. That's it.
And you do not remember what happened to you?
No.
uh,
What is my name?
He looks to you and goes, I do not understand certain magical things. That was never my family's preference when I was growing up and getting educated. But what I will say is that I cannot possibly give you all of your memories back right now, as it may fry you completely, and I simply could not bear to lose you again.
Do you know a skinny man that's like deathly ill that rolls dice?
I'm gonna make a check right now with advantage. Hope I get a nat 20. It's a 12 and 11. He looks and goes, we could certainly ask you around, but I have never heard of a figure like that before.
Okay.
And the last thing he says is like, and also by the way, is that note from Rahi. I'm not sure what path she is leading you on. I was trying to keep her in check for as long as I could, but I think seeing you, her fury has become more pronounced. Now, she's smarter than she appears. She's trying to lead you somewhere, along some kind of trail. I think if we wish to find her again, first of all, she's an incredible warrior, as you have seen. Invaluable resources, a ship, and also a wonderful friend of mine. But following that trail, it'll be easier to find her. And if you can reconcile your differences, I think one more friend would not be a bad thing to have.
We didn't even talk last time. She just attacked me.
The Duke kind of like smiles a little bit and goes, that is standard for what she does to people she does not like.
So then how will we be friends?
She has always been one to. I have been teaching her about this thing called therapy, which has. I have been trying to teach her how to control her breathing better, control her rage. Now, it has not been very effective, I will admit. It was never my. As skilled as I am with my tongue, apparently I just cannot break through the wall, which is her muscles and anger. But what I will say is that I believe if I am in your company and we happen to see her, perhaps things will go better than last time.
Like couples counseling.
I guess you could say it would be something similar to that. Sure.
Were we friends? Me and her?
I will say, certainly yes. But I shall not reveal anything more for fear of fracturing your mind further. The rest you will have to get as we follow her trail. You have to find these naturally. Also because, would you really want to break the game that the wonderful Dungeon Master has constructed for you?
Okay, last question. Last question, and then we could go to the little burning building. And I have an idea that will probably not work.
I don't think it's that little. I think it's like a massive, 20-story tower or something.
Yeah.
Complex City is pretty huge. I hope everybody inside is okay.
Probably.
Because we're just gonna go and watch a bunch of people die if they're not, so.
Oh, great. Yeah, fun. A public display of friendship. Anyway, last question. Is she an angry ex? Did we fuck? Is that why?
What occurred in the captain's quarters of the Cat 5, I cannot possibly say.
I don't know either.
Then why are you asking? I'm a personal person. I am not someone who likes to flaunt my own personal escapades, and neither were you, and neither were her. I can't say what happened between you.
Okay. I don't really want to see her, but...
I don't think she wants to see you either, but there's something unresolved that I think she wants to get off her chest.
Fine. If not, we loot her.
I think you will find killing her to be much more difficult than you would imagine.
Okay, then maybe just friends.
Well,
maybe.
I mean, you can. I will say this though: if you do intend on killing her, I will probably kill you before you kill her.
I'm okay.
And then if your
Fair.
friends get involved, your friends try to kill hers, and I will kill your friends. You know, that's kind of what attacking someone leads to.
What if she kills me? Then what will you do?
I will stop her before she kills you. I will stop her. I will make sure that in this octuplet of the relationships that no one is going to die by each other's hand. That will be my job.
Oh, I have something that worked before. The
Yes.
filter of love.
He looks at you and goes, "You could certainly try." And with that, you guys
We're good.
continue.
Yeah,
It's just
we're
everybody kills each other. And you guys continue walking, not towards the Triple S Tavern, but towards Complex City. And as you guys are walking, as the Duke just had a large conversation with you about how he does not have any money, you go, "Well, I can't pay it back either." And then as you are walking, you see a tiger tabaxi man, tall, like Bengal tiger, orange with like a saber, as he goes, "Come on and come all! It is important that we arm ourselves to find the ones that try to burn down the Triple S Tavern. Come into the impulse buy." And you're able to see, he goes, "I am Thrill of Life, and I will help you find the weapons that will help you get your Thrill of Life." And as that is happening, you see a general store called the Impulse Buy for magical weapons and magical things. And just to have things move along at a good pace, you say, "I don't got any money," and then you pop into a store, spend about $1,100, and then walk out of the store.
Yeah, great.
So what do you buy?
Oh, great. I buy the Cloak of Protection, 4 healing potions, and the Filter of Love, obviously. It's a staple.
We love that. Excellent. Which then means that as you guys continue walking, as you get deeper into Livenlene, you start smelling. You start smelling the distant smells of campfire smoke, like something is burning, and you just hear a distant, like a shifting of wood coming not from a natural movement of earth or from the wind, but you hear and Duke is like, "If this is what you do for fun, I guess we can just go and watch."
Yeah.
As you guys continue to approach Complex City.
Mm-hmm.
From there, with all of that, thank you all so much for your patience. I hope that was enjoyable for everybody.
I'm watching my shows.
I'm watching my shows.
Funny. I was crying with laughter towards the end there. Oh my god.
No, that's gonna be wonderful to edit, and I'm very excited. Well, we then cut back to right where we left off. If y'all want to look over toward the owlbear, I will describe to everybody and to Gab where we left off. The top of a 15-story tower in the center of Complex City. Olive having just killed her first person, that being Em in the Walking, having given that head over to Netlocks, the head roll of Live and Lean, having then received 1,800 gold for their services. Some kind of weird pyramid scheme between Netlocks and Emin was discovered. Like, the money was just, like, changing hands, so some kind of connection there. But you couldn't really think about it that much, because Netlocks then immediately went hostile towards Yorda, said that his combat prowess had to be tested, or something of the sort, then started beating the shit out of him. From there, Arthur freed Cutter Jack, setting the left section of the building on fire right here as the fire is rapidly spreading. Cowrie and Arthur then had the incredibly smart idea to attack the floor under Netlocks and not Netlocks themselves, causing Netlocks to fall backwards and crash floor after floor down the tower, destroying its structural stability, causing the western and eastern sides to and begin to split apart down the middle as the building is about to collapse. Give me 1 second before I ask what everybody is doing, because I need to add something in really quick. As in this chaos, the fire continues to spread. And as the fire continues to spread, you watch a board starts falling into the room, and you hear a loud you hear an explosion come from the northern side of the building. You look in and you see shields lined up against the wall. You see suits of armor inside, and you're able to see a mortar in the top left of this like little armory here. A falling board lands on top of the mortar, the embers getting into the wick as it fires off and decimates the top left support of this penthouse. As that happens, you guys then recognize that the roof is now at a 45-degree angle and is touching the northern ledge of the penthouse, and then begins to slide off to that section as the entire building begins to shake. If there was any doubt that this building was coming down, that is now squashed. This building is a death trap that you guys need to escape rapidly. So, before I ask what you guys are doing, let me just explain what the NPCs are doing real quick, and then I will get to you. Sound good?
Yes.
So Cutter Jack immediately rushes up and takes a gold bar. Cutter Jack immediately rushes up, takes a gold bar, and just for the ease of things, we will let Kate know afterwards. Grabs one, runs over to Arthur, and just says, "Well, I'm not sure what my life is worth, but I'm sure it's at least 250 gold pieces. Thank you for saving me." And gives Arthur a gold bar. Essentially, he looks and goes like, "We're square." Arthur goes, "Woo!" And then we move past Arthur.
I'm just like not heavy enough, like
No, just trying to remain floating. Quara and Jordan, her name's Quara, yeah, it's whatever. I will rename her now. Quara rushes over to Olive along with Jordan, and they put their arms on you and go, "Child, we have to leave here now." As Jordan goes, "The building's coming down." And as you look at, who are you looking at in this moment? Are you looking to Quara and like her elder authority, or Jordan and her like similarity to you?
I think I'm looking at Jordan.
As you're looking at Jordan, you watch as she goes, "Ah!" And you look at her face, and you watch as her nose turns into ale and melts off of her face. She goes, "Ah!" And she pats at herself. She's like, "What?" As she looks over to Quara and goes, "Ah!" And like points and screams at Quara. As Quara looks down, and her hand has turned into seawater and is now just a dripping like wrist on the floor. And she goes, as Quara goes like, "Isn't that fascinating?" And she grips at like, and she goes, "I can still feel it." She looks over, passing. Give me 1 sec, actually. I mean, she has advantage with this. Yeah, that's a nat 20. She looks over, and she goes, Child, whatever spell you used to take us here, it's wearing off. We're going back to where we just came from. But don't worry, we'll be coming to you. But first, we need to make sure you're safe. We have to get out of here. And with that, everything just happening right there, we then cut back to you guys. Please tell me what you guys cooked up to survive this. And by the way, the name of this session, which I love so much, is 15 Stories All at Once, which I really enjoy. Now, with that, what are you guys doing? I don't have we can go down initiative order if you want me to check in with everybody. Or we can just be like, hey, here's an idea, here's an idea, here's an idea. Okay, so who wants to talk first? What's up?
Well, first question. I don't know if Kate texted you, but did Arthur cast a spider climb on Yorda?
I will say right now, as Arthur's like one action to like help out with this, because Arthur can fly. Arthur quickly flies over and does a quick spider climb on Yorda. So Yorda, you are now under the effect of spider climb. Before then, just rejoining the group right here, just like help out a little bit more.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, gang. I'm ready to jump.
No! Don't jump! Just walk down!
Exactly. That's the point. If you need me.
Jordan gets spider climb, instead of climbing down, just jumps off.
And actually, I will say this. I'll actually go down the order real quick because of that. I have the initiative cards right here. Yorda, because you just said that, what are you doing to get it? Now, do you want to because the gap that's currently forming between your side and their side is only a couple, like maybe at this point like a foot, maybe 2 feet wide, but it's rapidly growing. Do you want to try to jump over to their side, or do you want to just?
No.
Okay.
I have a question though.
Yes.
If I were to, so if you look at the owlbear, like the side where the pillars are gone, that's the north side, right?
The northeastern side, yes.
So if I go to the bottom right of the owlbear, potentially, if I were to use like a rope, like tie a rope to it and like use that to kind of go down as the length of the rope goes, will that get me more distance without using all of my movement speed, or is that not how that works?
You can
Kind of like coming down a rock wall, basically.
So because you're under the effect of spider climb, you are able to basically use your movement. You basically have like omnidirectional walking speed now if you're on a surface. So and because Arthur just did that, it doesn't go away for I believe a minute. So it may be longer than that, but just a minute's gonna be longer than you need. If you want to tie yourself off, you definitely can. But you could also just run down the side of the building.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'll just be like, before I walk off the side of the building, I'll yell to my friends, "Grab the gold!" and I will just whee.
Perfect.
Before you go, so that I can hit you with it before you go.
I don't think I need it.
Okay.
If you can give it to other people, I think it's better.
Well, because I have more uses of it than people here, so I might as well give it to you.
Oh, word. Okay.
I'm going to real quick, so in case it helps anyone out, just so that they have it, I'm going to use my Mantle of Inspiration to give everyone 5 temporary hit points, and they can also use their reaction to move up to their movement. So on anyone's turn, when you can use a reaction for extra movement.
So I'll do like one cumulative like badass action set piece scene at the end of all of this, but I'll say like Yorda, as you yell that, are you going to the direct south side, or are you running off the closest side to you?
See, I don't think Yorda knows how like physics work and everything, so I'm just gonna go to the closest side near me and see what happens.
No problem. So well, because you have spider climb, I'm assuming it's gonna be like 90 feet of movement, right? Because it's gonna be probably action dash and be action dash reaction to move up to your movement speed, and then it's your regular movement, so it's gonna be about 90 feet.
It'll be 105 because my movement speed is 35.
Oh, 105. That's more than you need. Yorda, you run up to the side of the building, and you can feel like you're so strong as you're running with the spider climb. The paws of your feet feel like they have better grip than they did before, and you're kind of pulling up like little splinters of wood as you're running, and you realize that you now can basically move on surfaces as you and do you mind if I just flavor this to be as cool as possible?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say for this, you jump off the side of your building, draw your warhammer, throw it to the side of you, and jam it into the side of the building. As you jam it in the side, your feet are, so basically you're hanging onto it, and your feet are at like a 45-degree angle as you are just running and tearing a hole in the side of the building and trying to slow your descent. As you then reach the edge of the building, you quickly jump, switch hands, reattach to the building, and then continue running down, basically drawing an S on the side. And with that 105 feet of movement, you're able to as you then land on the next section of Complex City.
Cool.
So you just cut off a 9-story drop because of that action from Darby and your own movement and everything like that. So excellent job, Arthur, helping you out. Wonderful. So Yorda, there's still a 6-story drop, and you are in. So just to keep everything straight, you are now 9 stories down on that side of the building.
Okay.
Now you recognize that the problems are not done because you look up and you see the building is kind of getting closer to you because you're in the path of it falling, which needs to be fixed, but we're going to deal with that in a little bit. As that's happening, we then cut back over to the people that are still on top of the building. So that was Yorda. Actually, because I know what you want to do, so we're going to get to you in a little bit. Rhyme, do you want to do anything?
So.
Okay. Wow me.
Rhyme is gonna. Okay, yeah. Rhyme is gonna look. I don't want a software update now. iPad, leave me alone. Stop it. Rhyme is going to look at his party and look at all these people and say, "Can you guys get yourself out of here safely?"
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. See you down there. And we'll run to the edge and cast Vortex Warp to teleport himself 90 feet down and then just take the rest.
So, okay, so just to clarify, it's a 15-foot drop to street level, and you're going to the street level.
Can there be a way
No,
and cast tidal wave?
no,
Really?
no. Sorry, kids. I'm gonna let one of the toddlers jump off of the side of the building. So, are you going, 90 feet down, or so are you going to the street level?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Rhyme,
Fucking
I'm
Christ.
still... Actually, you know what? If people want to make an insight check, they can, but...
Sure, they can make an insight check as you're jumping off the side of the building. Because this is now happening, and I'm gonna roll 6d6.
Do I see this?
Give me a quick perception check, her.
Hey, is that Rhyme? Oh, God!
Bad insight.
Perception check. It's a 9.
That's a 9. You and the Duke is like, I must be honest, you just spent a lot of money. As like the Duke is like, to be honest, I have a little bit of money myself. As he like buys you both churros and just kind of gives you a quick, and it's like, I think you might have forgotten about one of the best foods to come out of this place. And you guys just begin eating a nice cinnamony, sugary snack. Awesome.
Great.
Now, with all of that,
Fine.
that's a lot of 6s.
I'll be fine, guys. It's okay. I'll be conscious. You know, it's totally fine. We're gods.
Okay, so as
Sorry.
so Yorda, as you're dragging yourself down the building, epic action movie style, Rhyme looks to everybody, says, "See you at the bottom," runs to the nearest side, which would be like over here. You watch he puts his foot onto onto the bench as he goes, as Pax goes, "Is this really the best idea?" As you then, what do you say to Pax in this moment? As like this power comes from him.
No, Vortex Warp is a sorcerer spell.
No, I did, but like just for flavoring, what do you say to Pax in this moment?
You know, you're trapped in a pocket dimension. This is the closest we're getting to flying for a while,
It's
but
like, he just goes, I don't care if it doesn't hurt me. As you jump off, if you jump off of the south side of the building, you clench your body up, you as quickly you disappear in a blink, as then you blink back into existence 90 feet down, and you are now wide open skydiving 6 stories down to the to the sandy roads below as you as you are sorry,
I like swim in the air.
You watch people. Give me one second. Yeah, you just watch like people on like rooftops around you go, oh my god! As you are swimming in the air, you then you hit a mound of sand and are gonna take 24 points of damage.
Ryan sits up and goes, I'm alive! 24?
24 points of. You are.
I'm only 24.
How many hit points do you have left?
I have 20, bitch.
What's half of your HP?
What's half of 39? I don't know.
You like 20. Give me one second. Can you quickly just make a Constitution check for me?
Oh fuck, dude! Really?
You found 6 stories.
So this is a Constitution saving throw, not a Wisdom saving throw.
No.
Okay, that's a 13.
You can't think your way out of jumping off of a building.
No. I thought you were saying something different. Never mind. I got a 13.
As you go.
Wait. If I add 2d4 to that throw, will it be better?
Probably.
I'll add Favor of the Gods then, and add 2d4 to that roll. Okay. 15. 19.
Excellent. As you raise your hands, you go, woo! As you're like still alive. You notice that your right wrist is completely broken, like just shattered completely. And there's probably a hairline fracture going up your arm as well. As Pax goes, ow. I am so happy that you're all right. As Pax's magic surges through you, as you, and your arm sets back into place, your fracture heals, and Pax just kind of hits you with a little bit of magic, and your arm is now basically stitched back up. As Pax goes, now get out of the way of the debris.
Oh yeah.
Excellent. Rhyme on the south side of the building there. Excellent.
Heal myself as a bonus action with my healing light.
Well, keep everything for right now. We're gonna deal with that one. I want to get to everybody else. We have people still in the building that might die. Olive and Calorie, what are you guys doing? The gold is still there.
How much is left?
There would be 1, 2, 3,
how much
4,
did Jack
5,
take? He
6,
took one for himself, one for Arthur.
There are 7 bars of gold left. Now they do weigh 35 pounds each. And if you over encumber yourself, that's going to make whatever you do much harder.
Uh-huh.
Can I grab one?
You can grab one. I will allow that.
Thank you. I'll cut it in half later.
Can I also grab one?
Yeah, you both want to just grab one gold bar?
Yeah. Well, hold on. Wait, hold on. Hold on. What would make me encumbered?
Wait, yeah, you said it's 35 pounds?
It is 35 pounds each, yes.
7?
What'd you say?
35 pounds each, and there's 7?
There is 7 of them, yes.
Jeez, okay. Hold on. What's 15 times 8?
90.
90.
No,
okay.
wait. Yeah, 90.
No, it's 120.
Never. Wow, I was just
It's okay.
missed by a mile.
Oh, duh, it says right here. I'm an idiot. Okay, Hold on. Carrie, you talk what you're gonna do. I need to do some math. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'll grab a second gold bar because I can get away with 2 unencumbered, I think.
Excellent. Calorie, you legitimately have to grab each one of these. No, you have your magic sacks.
I do. I don't know what they do. Can I inspect one? Can I inspect the brown one?
Oh my god, no. You just have to decide. What are you doing?
Get greedy. They're shiny.
You can just take the bars and put them in your inventory, or you can put them in the brown sack or the purple sack.
Oh,
Put the
God.
shinies in the shiny
She told
sack.
me to. The witch lady told me to beware the color purple, so I'm gonna put it in the brown sack.
Okay, God, are you so excellent? As you pick up one of the gold bars and you put it into the brown sack, it's not really fitting that easily. Like it's kind of weird. Not in terms of like the like the you're like, okay, this is clearly not a bag this is like a magically enchanted thing. This is not like a set physical object. As you're kind of like, what the fuck? This is so hard to get in. As you then push it into the sack, you then hear and gold dust begins hitting you in the face as the gold bar that you just put into this sack was just completely destroyed.
Gonna try and put it in the purple one, then the other one.
Cowrie, you learn that the brown bag that you have is a bag of devouring.
Oh shit!
Cool. Now, and I'm gonna do this right now. I'm gonna set up the rules for this thing.
Okay.
The whole of the bag cannot be wider than about 6 inches. So you can't use this thing to kill people.
Okay.
That's what you think.
But anything you put inside of this bag is destroyed.
Okay. Good to know.
And you put it in the purple sack?
Can I try and put the other one that's not destroyed in the purple sack?
Well, again, you can just grab another bar that's still there.
Yeah.
You're still at the well of the gold bars as you are able to grab 2, throw them in the purple sack, and you feel no added weight, and they disappear into the sack. This is a bag of holding.
Yes, I'm gonna put all of them in. Take all of the gold bars.
You
That witch lied.
As you put all of the gold bar, so now there would be
It'd be 6.
It'd be 6 of them, yes. So all of that math, we can calculate that. I don't think you need to do it unless you're calculating your encumbrance.
I literally just had it up. Hold on, it was 35. There was 6.
Yes.
That's 210 pounds.
Yeah, that is far more than any one person besides like Yorda could carry. But you are able to put all remaining 6 gold bars, like Olive, and you like kind of work as like a conveyor belt where Olive's like, and just kind of like helping you chuck them into the bag. As you have 6 gold bags in this purple bag of holding.
Excellent.
Awesome. With that, now that is not money. You will need to like sell those to get the money. So you have to like, you would have to get them out later, but we can do that later.
Okay.
With that, so the gold bar stuff, Olive, what are you doing?
Just very much of time is of the essence. I look at Quara and Jordan, and I know, like, not like who they are, but like I've seen them before. I can get a sense of like who they are.
You would so because you've seen both of them. If you see these people again, you will be able to recognize them. Yes.
Okay, well, yeah, I look to them and they're like melting bodies, fucking nightmare fuel for the next couple of days.
No, they look at you and they're like, "Don't worry, child. It's not hurting us at all. We just..." And the tongue melts inside Quara's mouth.
All right.
She goes,
"Please, don't. Well, no. If you can help, and magic, yes.
Yeah.
Okay." And I gesture them to follow me. Damn, my 30 feet of movement.
Oh, you have extra. You have 30 extra.
Oh shit, that's right. Okay, I forgot about that. Thank you. Yeah, then yeah, easy peasy. I with the boost from Cowrie, I zoom over to this end of the tower, kind of get like a fisheye like moment, like looking out over the edge, but there's no time to think about that. From where I am, do I see a place 60 feet down to land?
You're able to see the next like little rung of Complex City underneath you is about 90 feet down. It's the same place that Yorda landed, dragging his way down the building.
Awesome. I kind of like I close my eyes and try to focus because this is the first time I'm casting the spell. For a brief moment, I think to the time I saw this spell cast by my parents in Rebound, but then I immediately squash it and remind myself that my parents aren't here. This magic isn't theirs; it's mine. And I just whatever water or moisture I can find in this 60-foot range, I will cast a wall of water starting at the bottom of the lower section of Complex City and pulling it up towards the top.
Perfect. Quara and Jordan rush up behind you, and as you begin to move like the ever-changing waves of the sea as you try to draw, because you understand, like, panicking in this moment, this can't be done quickly, this has to be done with, like, careful precision. As you begin doing this, like, honestly, you're not even sure where this kind of, like, movement comes from. It's almost like your body starts acting disconnected from your conscious mind. And as you kind of open your, as you, like, start doing this, like, casting motion, you look back and see that Quara and Jordan have clocked what you're doing and are perfectly mimicking your actions to help you cast this spell. It seems like Quara and Jordan also have water magic that they are going to stack on top of your wall of water. They're going to triple the usual length of it. So instead of it being 30 feet long, it's going to be 90 feet long, which can get you down to the next rung of Complex City.
Amazing. And hey, Drew, guess what?
What?
I rolled for a Wild Magic Surge, and the way I had it written was we were at a 3 or lower, and I just rolled a 3 for the Surge.
Super cool. Give me a sec.
I gotta roll the D100 for the actual Surge.
Awesome. Yes, please do that right now. Cowrie. Oh well, first, just as you roll that, Cowrie, are you trying running over just like follow Olive?
Yeah, that is the plan.
As
Can I
Cowrie.
tell Cutter Jack to come with me?
Yeah, well, Cutter Jack currently goes up to this like little bench and is like, guys, I'm sorry to tell you, I think your tattooed friend might have just killed himself. And then Cowrie, you're like running over and you see Cutter Jack kind of like just say that. What do you say to him?
Rhyme's fucking insane. I'm sure he's fine.
It's kind of the status quo. As he turns around and kind of runs up.
Hear from like 15 stories down, just the I'm alive.
Okay, and then so with all of that, Olive, what do you get for your wild magic?
Before I tell you that,
That's an ominous statement.
I don't know what will happen, but I just want to get some things out of the way in case something pops off. Yeah, as that water is kind of stacked on, I first to Quara and Jordan, I say, get yourselves out of here. It was, I didn't think I'd see you again. As Cowrie and Cutter Jack approach, I know Cowrie can hold their breath, and I'm just like, I hope you're interested in a swim. And I gesture towards the water slide that is now here.
Absolutely awesome. Cutter Jack goes, honestly, sweetie, I think drowning is the least of my concerns. Thank you so much.
And that was an 11 on the D100 for a Wild Magic Surge.
Bust the Duke. Yeah, bust the Duke. Let her blow up.
Perfect. What's your spell save DC?
Fireball centered on yourself, but it's in the water, so it's just like a.
Yeah.
What's my what?
What's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC?
Yep.
15.
15. Excellent. Please give me a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That's a nat 1.
You have you have no, you have
No.
No, I want to fail. I want to fail.
Trust me here.
Okay? I want to fail.
Well, first of all, Olive, you watch. They are not scared. They're not terrified of what's happening. But you do watch as you're casting this wall of water. As Quara and Jordan are casting along with you. You just quickly hear Jordan say, because Quara no longer has a tongue, just say like, "We're gonna find you. Don't worry. You'll know more soon. And as they cast the wall of water, you watch because, so the projection of them being here, they were physical beings, but they seemed to be made of the liquid they were summoned from. And you watch as both Jordan and Quara peacefully, it also isn't killing them, but they dissolve into seawater and ale, and their bodies actually add to the wall of water that you are casting and make it longer for you. Quara and Jordan are now gone.
So long, soldiers.
It will return.
Godspeed.
With that, you then watch as you then feel a little like on your shoulder, and as your head kind of like whips around, you see an old water genasi woman with like huge eyes, like 3 times as big as they should be on her face, and you realize because she's wearing these giant like magnifying glasses. As she goes, "Look out there, dearie. Do you see it? I think that's what's known as a mop dragonfly. See it? It's flying right out there. Right out there." As she points past you, as you turn to look at her, she's wearing like, I think it's like, is it horticulturists that deal with bugs? Whatever the name, whatever the bug scientists are. She's wearing like little like pouches of like nectar. She's wearing like little vials. What's up?
Etymologist?
I don't know all the denominations, and I apologize. She clearly looks like some kind of like insect catcher, as she goes like, "It's the biggest thing I've ever seen. Look, it's a beautiful thing." And she points out to like the sky, basically where you are looking, where you just cast the wall of water. Do you turn to look?
Yeah.
As you turn to look to the open sky, you do not see a dragonfly, and you're like, huh, that's kind of strange. And your field of vision then rapidly expands to be roughly 230 degrees. Like, you suddenly see a lot more than you expect, and you're like, that's kind of weird. And then you kind of are like, huh, weird. And you start instinctually moving in a way, and you're like, huh, like sky, open sky, flying around, kind of strange. And then you look back, and you see that you're no longer standing on the tower itself, as you're like, huh, weird, tower, no tower, what am I flying? Flying with wings? As you look around, and your eyes really catch glimpses of rapidly moving dragonfly wings. You've been polymorphed into a dragonfly for I think, what is it right now? For 1 minute.
Olive!
Can I hear them?
You can hear, you just can't communicate.
Where'd she go?
Give me 1 sec. Give me a quick perception check, Kaori.
Oh God.
I turn in the direction of my name, even though I can't.
Okay, like 23.
Oh yeah, you watch as Olive's body in a splash of water, like from the wall, like as Quara and Jordan like pass by her, you just see her body disappear as she just becomes a dragonfly.
Okay.
As Cutter Jack goes, "My God, the legendary dragonfly sorcerer! The legends were true!"
Yep, that's Olive.
"It was told as I was a child in the orphanage." As then, like, Cutter Jack's like, "We don't have time. We need to go."
Yep. Can we? Is the water slide still there, even though she's a dragon?
Yes, even though Olive is not there anymore, the water slide, I'm just gonna say it's right there. Perfect. And you guys can start sliding. As Cutter Jack kind of like looks down and goes like, as he kind of like backs up and goes like, "Well, after you, Kaori."
Alrighty. And I jump. Oh, I want to jump head first, but that's probably not smart. I'm gonna fight my instincts and not jump head first.
There's ground underneath. You're not gonna spit out to a 50-foot drop.
Yeah.
So as you jump, as you hit the water, you realize the weird kind of. So again, I believe is it? How wide is it? It's like 10 feet. So the width is 10 feet wide and it's 1 foot thick. And so you kind of like, as you jump, Kaori, you can like feel your butt kind of like momentarily like splash through into open air and then splash back up because of your buoyancy. As you then, woo! as you're just water sliding your way down 9 stories, as Cutter Jack goes, "This is insane!" Jumps and is following behind you now.
Heck yeah.
And as he's falling behind you, you both get instant wedgies. That is unavoidable. Because the current is like actively trying to slow you down. But you're like, you kind of dig your elbows in to like slow yourself down a little bit as you're just basically almost like in like a water slide free fall. As you see the ground rapidly coming up, you see a little hook at the end where you splash through, hit the ground, get back to your feet, and you guys are now 9 stories lower than you were before.
Sick.
Perfect.
Thank you, Dragonfly Olive.
Dragonfly Olive.
Dragonfly Olive. Dragonfly.
Excellent. I'm now going to make a very important strength saving throw with disadvantage. That is 2 19s. That is not bad.
Let's go.
You guys look back up. You have 6 stories between you and the ground, except for Rhyme. Rhyme, you were on the floor. You're totally fine. But you watch as the building moves as one solid object. You have bought yourself another round. No dexterity checks for debris. You can just start fucking running if you can, if you're on the ground. But you guys do need to get down from Complex City first somehow. Now, you can pop into the buildings, you can try to go down the outside, you can try to, like, go for, like, a clothesline, like some of the weird architecture. I'm gonna go with the pod on the right first. So, Yorda, seeing the tower kind of shift, you have only a little bit more time before the building falls apart. What do you do to get down even further?
And I'm not on the same side as all of
No, you're on the opposite side.
Okay. Can I, like... Obviously, I want to get to the ground first, but can I go at, like, a diagonal angle, like I'm almost wrapping around the building, so I can go in the direction I think they're in? Does that make any sense? I want to get to the ground, but then I want to find them to see if I can help them get them.
So, here's what's going to happen. What we're going to do with you is you're going to do movement, full movement, and then action to dash, which will get you all the way down, because you have 35 feet movement, right?
Yes.
Yes, so you can get fully down to the ground and then begin like kind of wrapping your way around the building.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yes.
Okay,
Can
perfect.
I see them yet?
And actually, I'm just gonna quickly just denote you guys with a little orange thing to say that you're safe on the ground. So Yorda, you recognize, you look out to the city, by the way, and you see hundreds of people moving around like ants, rapidly running back to Complex City, because, again, 25,000 people live here, and a lot of people that were working for Emin were out on the town, and so they're just seeing their boss's house fall apart, and they're running back to see what's happening. As you are able to... you, for this, because you realize that you need to move quick because the building's moving, you put your Warhammer away, you get on all fours, and you, on all fours, as you rush down the building to the floor. You hit the floor, and the next time around, you'll be able to move to the front of the building. You are now safe on the ground, but still in the path of the debris. Okay?
Okie dokie.
Okay, perfect. With that, we then cut back over to Dragonfly Olive, Cowrie, and Cutter Jack. 6 stories up. What are you guys doing?
What stats should I be using?
I don't know what's happening, and frankly, I'm scared. I think it's Dragonfly stats for physical stats, and then your own mental stats.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, so I still have my mind, but and this lasts for a minute, you said?
Yes.
Well, first of all, could we say I flew down the path of the water slide after them?
For you, it's like a huge fucking thing as it's like Top Gun, where you're like you're just having a great time, just trailing it, making sure they're all safe, and you watch as they're able to land on the Complex City roof.
Cool. I'm just. I guess, unless Carrie, unless there's something you want to do immediately, I'll just kind of buzz in your direction, and then I'll fly down the rest of the way, and I guess look for help.
Awesome. You want to look for help. Super cool. Yeah. So you just fly down the rest of the way, no problem. You see like a big orangutan person with like a hard hat on. He has like a clipboard, and he's like, I knew we should have done something about that earlier. He seems like some kind of construction worker. What do you do?
I land on his face.
Okay.
Just to get his attention.
Perfect.
He's gonna fucking swat me.
Yes.
But then you'll be you again.
That's true. That's true.
What is your? Okay.
I found some stats for a dragonfly, but I don't. Oh wait, medium dragon. That's not right.
That is not even.
Dragonfly familiar. That might be better.
How many hit points do you have?
Well, this homebrew thing I found says I have 1 hit point.
Okay, perfect. So you watch as he goes, what the hell? As he smacks himself in the face as he hits you. His hand is really, really big and then gets really, really small as you transform really rapidly. It's like, and then you go flying out of dragonfly form and hit the ground. We're gonna deal with that in 1 second as you are up to this orangutan dude. We then move over to Cowrie, Cutterjack. What are they doing? What's going on?
You mentioned maybe being able to like clothesline down. I have some silk rope, so can I see if there's anything like that I can try and like?
You see 5 feet down, right below you. You are able to see a. You're able to see a clothesline like strung to like across the street to another building, full of like clothing that is currently just being dried. So if you want to make, Cutterjack goes, we're swinging down, are we?
Let's do our best.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Okie doke. Acrobatics.
Carrie, be so smart.
18.
And Cutterjack got the exact same thing. You guys are able to. You got Cutterjack like runs up to you, like puts an arm under your side. You like you're able to kind of grasp him as well. As you guys jump, you guys grab onto both sides of the clothesline immediately. As you guys. And then begin swinging down towards the ground. Give me a quick dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Got it. You're so dexterous.
Oh, it's cocked. I'm rolling it. Cocked. Okay, 19.
Cutterjack and a nat 20. You guys swing. You guys are 10 feet up off the ground now. You guys swing. You're coming towards like a just a wall of one of the other like apartment complexes in Livenline. As you your legs hit the wall, you let go of the rope. You both like disconnect from each other. You hit the ground. You roll. You're back on your feet. You just descended 6 stories, no damage. Very impressive. A wonderful job. Now with everybody on the floor and everybody kind of like rushing around, you guys are rapidly. Olive, you are back in your form. You see this orangutan dude. What do you say to him?
I get up and like kind of put my hands up in front of him, like I am so sorry, sir. Quite a predicament. Do I see that Carrie and Cutterjack have descended?
You watch them do their acrobatic like whoop, yeah, like parkour moves. Yes.
I say, bit of a day we've had. I was just looking for some help, and you helped, and wonderful. Lovely to meet you. We'll be on our way. And I hold out my hand.
He goes, oh yeah, my name's Foreman, and the way I'm gonna help is by moving everybody out of the way of the debris.
Very much appreciated. You have no idea what that means. I'm sorry. I'm so rude. Mr.
Shut up
Foreman.
and move. Shut up and move.
My name's Olive.
As he begins moving out of the way, and as you all are able to run to the south side of the building and meet up before I roll the last strength saving throw, we're gonna take a quick bathroom break. You guys made it off the building. I'm so proud of all of you. Wonderful jobs all around. So we will be right back, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good time.
The TikTok to this episode is not Rhyme jumping off the building to there goes my hero. I will riot.
But we'll be right back.
Woo!
What type of sandy witch?
And we are back.
It is butter and then nuts in honey.
Ooh. Fancy. Water.
And then we're just gonna go to water. We're just gonna go to water real quick.
Water.
You guys can draw what you want here. Just easier than having the combat map. But yes,
Oh,
can draw?
no. We can
Don't give us
draw.
that
if you want to
power.
draw, yeah, sure.
You want to
Oh,
give us that
can I draw?
power?
Yeah, sure, I'll trust you guys.
Wait, I want a color. Now I change the color.
And we return. You guys watch. I'm just gonna keep going as you guys are doing this. And we return. Everybody safely hitting the ground. But you do look up and you do see. Let me just hop back to the music real quick. And you see the building. I'm gonna make a very important strength saving throw at disadvantage. It's okay. It's just a snake with big feet, or it's a penguin from Club Penguin. That is a nat 1. You guys are able to watch as the building and fully snaps in half vertically, and you watch as someone goes, "Everybody make!" And people just like start shouting as they begin rapidly making room as the building and begins coming apart and destroying the western and eastern sections of Complex City. Yorda, as you're coming around the corner, as you skirt around the corner, you watch maybe by about 10-15 feet, you watch as a giant piece of debris crashes and tumbles and destroys the walkway that you were just walking upon, as you guys are able to meet on the southern section of the side of Complex City. You guys all meet back up. What do you say?
We should get out of here.
Can Rhyme just be like with the group, but like if he needs to, he'll send Eldritch Blast to like scatter debris that's coming for them.
I'm actually gonna say just real quick. Everyone, give me a group dexterity saving throw.
Oh! Yorda and Tauri are blessed still.
I think all got it, right?
Yeah. Sorry.
You said dex saving throw?
Dirty 20 for Olive.
Dirty 20.
19.
19.
18.
18.
22.
Awesome.
Right.
And then Gab, and then hers totally already okay. As you guys are kind of like moving out, you see like boards like like sticking in the ground next to you. Ryan, you look back and you see a chunk of debris as the tower, dust kicking up as the western and eastern sides are completely just kind of like taken out. You see one giant chest, presumably from Emmons Tower, flying towards you guys as you're able to shoot up an eldritch blast. It explodes, splinters. Swords and shields are destroyed inside, and they scatter everywhere. As you guys turn and you just run away from the scene as fast as possible. As you watch as rogues and fighters of all varieties begin just shooting past you, running towards Complex City, not knowing what's going on, as you guys begin to flee. And as you are fleeing, who's the fastest? Who do you think's taking the lead?
Probably Yorda, right?
I'm probably the fastest, but I definitely don't know where to go.
Oh, well, you're just heading away from the scene at this point, and like leading the pack. You're just kind of muscling.
Flee! Run away from our crime. Okay.
As you're muscling through the crowd, you're just like, make way, like, you know, you're like pushing everybody out of the way. You are able to see a feather poking out of the crowd, just kind of casually walking towards you guys. And as you guys begin to approach, you see her and the Duke side by side, just kind of eating churros. And you guys are now reunited.
I was confused by the feather for a second.
Are you alright?
Oh.
Do I still sense the same electrical stuff from before, which you just had?
Whatever you were sensing before is now like seems to be docile.
We're okay. Just in debt.
Okay.
We as in like we, or we as in like we?
I like point to the Duke and like us. Or else we will be blown up, and I like show the like armrest.
Oh shit.
Can I do an Arcana check on the like bangles to like get a better idea of what they do?
Yes, you can.
Well, if you were dealing with Miss Squall, you're lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
Good to see you as well. I say to
too.
the Duke.
Oh.
The Duke looks in and is like, Well, first of all, it is wonderful to be seeing all of you. And now that I have a full stomach and now that I am walking around the arbor proper, Miss Squall is usually kinder than that. We just have a bit of a tense relationship. Ryan, what was your Arcana check?
22.
A 22. You get the sense that these bracelets are taken directly from. You sense the same kind of fire magic that is keeping Phoebe's hair alight. And you get that they have some kind of like remote biological properties similar to a hunter's mark. Not the same, just like mechanically speaking, like the way they work, where it's like they are keeping track of these two individuals and they can be activated remotely. So at any point, Phoebe can go like, I want those things to activate, go ahead. And you're like, these are clearly like shaped explosive devices, magical in nature, that will blow off the appendage that they are attached to.
Rhyme looks at them and goes, that's fucking rough, dude.
Yeah.
If money's your problem, then we just found a shit ton of it.
Yeah, but it's yours. It's okay.
Well, if this amount, if however much money is worth you getting to keep your hands, we like your hands. We appreciate them.
Can I try to rip one of the bracelets off of you before?
I don't let you. No.
Good call saying the Duke first.
Yeah. I was gonna ask what his dominant hand was. Come on.
Listen to me, you very tall, Leonin man. You
I
are clearly
smacked him with his hand.
You are clearly a very experienced warrior, and I would be honored to spar with you sometime.
Oh, shut your mouth.
Please don't. I like my hands. I use them for many things, some of which I can actually talk about. But I do not want you to. I prefer to keep them.
What's your favorite thing to do with your hands?
Why don't we walk and talk?
Something I cannot talk about.
Walk and talk. Walk and talk.
Okay. I also have a note from Rahi, and I like say the same note aloud, specifically saying that the triple and the F were capitalized and separated from the fuck part of fuck.
Perfect.
Is there a place called Triple F?
Olive and Cowrie give me history checks with advantage.
Isn't this a Triple S tavern? Rhyme just says it out loud.
History check.
Yep, with advantage.
With advantage, that's a 15.
15?
9.
Cowrie, it's been too long for you. No idea, really. Olive, you know immediately what this is. A competitor to the Triple S Tavern. You are aware of a bar within Ubhav, Yasa's district, called the Triple F Tavern.
Do you say that to me? Or say that out loud?
Give me one sec.
Okay.
Seems like there's some copyright issues that went down there. I don't know what
You said Yasa's domain?
Yeah.
that's what he said.
Inside of Ubhav, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think upon hearing that, like, my eye kind of twitches. Just, it's a not a very important tavern in Ubhav.
I'm also supposedly wanted with the partners. Is that correct, Drew?
Kinda. Phoebe hasn't actively put the bounty out on you, so they're not looking to collect you.
Okay, never mind. I'm good with them. I just have to check in with her every few days and give her more money. I have 17 gold pieces and 2 silver. I owe 2,400 gold. Duke owes 2,400 gold. I was smart. I made a trade. I got persuasion. Yeah, bartered. But yeah, do we have any way to make money?
Pull out a gold bar and put it in your hand.
Perfect. Cowrie, you go to pull out a bar of gold. I need a DC 25 strength saving throw.
Oh my god, I fucking knew it, you bitch. You said DC 25?
Yep.
15.
15? Awesome. I'm gonna change the music real quick.
I knew it. God.
Oh, you have no bars of gold. None.
Coward.
Wait, Yorda might be able to.
That's so stupid.
As Cowrie, as you reach into the purple bag to get one of the bars of gold, as you reach in faster than you can comprehend, we're gonna do this real quick, okay? There's only a second, my heart's beating so hard. There's only a second where, like, your eyes kind of shoot open, and everyone's able to see this, as you feel a hand grab onto your forearm, and you all watch as Cowrie, I'm gonna say you're able to let out an instinctual, ah! As this hand pulls you fully into the bag of holding, as you disappear into the bag.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow, both bags you got sucked.
The bag, Cowrie disappears fully.
What?
Keep getting
Can I-
You're
disappeared.
not to check on the bag.
If I go to pick up the bag, is the bag like heavy or does it feel like a bag?
It feels like a bag. I think it's like 50 pounds, like a bag of holding. It is like the average weight of a bag of holding.
Can
Can
I
I,
give
like-
the help action to Rhyme if you're doing an Arcana check?
Sure.
I don't want to put my head in the bag, but can I like open it and just look? Does it look like a bag?
22 again.
22? Awesome. Just give me a second. Hold on. It's all right, guys. Patience, please.
Oh, it's all right. You nabbed our friend.
The creepy dungeon music got so creepy that it creeped me out in real life, and I had to do a little check around my house.
Music?
Good.
I keep getting disappeared by magic items.
Gary needs to stop fucking around with magic.
So okay. So Ron,
Harry's just finding out, you know?
what'd you get on that
All
Arcana
about
check
fucking
before we
around.
switch over real quick?
Fuck around and
I got
find
a
out.
22.
22? Excellent. You get the sense that this is a bag of holding. Seemingly average, nothing weird about the bag, but there's a certain magical presence coming from within the bag. Something created and placed there and waiting. Real quick, we might go a little bit longer tonight because of this. I did not expect that to happen so quickly. Cowrie.
What do you mean you didn't expect it to happen?
No, this is gonna happen, but not as quickly as I expected. Cowrie, you are pulled into the bag, and suddenly, as you are flying through the bag's hole, as you look forward, you suddenly feel yourself do a full flip, and you are now floating in space. There is no floor, there is no walls, there's no ceiling. You're able to breathe. There is air in here, and as you look back, you see a hole like the size of a cave entrance and the size of a mountain, and you're able to see your friends' heads large as clouds hanging over the hole, kind of looking into the bag.
We see her?
You're not... No, so everybody that's looking into the bag right now just sees black void.
Okay.
Harry?
Can I try and move towards it? Can I swim?
Excellent. As you try to, like, swim towards it, you get a little bit closer, and then you hear... and you feel something grab you around your entire torso and pin your legs and arms to your body. You are unable to move completely. As you look down and you see this massive hand grabbing you, you see it has gray fingers and almost like black... Wait, hold on, wait 1 second. Gray fingers and black nails as it cinches you so tight you are unable to move. This hand is basically as large as your body is. You feel the hand disappearing into the black void. You can't see the body this hand is attached to, and it rotates in space to turn your body away from the hole as you watch another hand as big as the hole go and just close it. You can no longer see your friends' faces.
Oh no!
From our perspective, does the bag get closed?
Nothing changes.
Can I don't want to interrupt.
No, nothing can be done. Give me 1 second.
What? What
What do you mean nothing can be done?
As you are turned in space, as you look back, you see emerging out of the darkness roughly your size, you are able to see a frail figure hunched over, head completely covered in greasy black hair, with bright white eyes on top of the hair. Like some kind of weird body horror-esque, like constantly looking. And as you see this creature in front of you, you watch as its hands like up, one of its hands grasping seeming like grasped like this towards you as this huge hand is keeping your body pinned. As you hear it go, as it grunts at you, what do you do?
Oh God. I say, okay. Is this a creature? Is it a monster?
It is. This seems like this would be like a creature, an abomination. Yes.
An abomination. Okay, so I probably can't charm it, is what I'm hearing.
Anything is possible.
Oh God. I'm gonna say, hi, hello. Lovely place that you have here. Really, and luscious hair, just beautiful. I honored, really. Oh God.
No, you got it.
And I'm going to pull out the Dame Slayer, and I'm gonna strum a little chord, and I'm just gonna say, well, since you were so kind to have me here, the least I can do is give you some entertainment, maybe, and I want to play a little song, I guess, for the creature.
Give me a quick persuasion check.
Okay.
You got this.
Persuasion.
Have you flipped your coin yet?
I haven't. I have my coin. Oh God, is this the right one? Persuasion? 26.
The creature goes, and you feel the hand loosen on your upper half, enough so it's like basically being held by like the pinky and the ring finger of this giant hand. As you're able to whip out the Dame Slayer and start strumming a few tunes. As it goes, as it seems like you see it kind of like, and like clap its hands twice, kind of happily, and kind of almost like jump around a little bit.
Awesome.
As it does that, you watch as it approaches you, looks to you, hands still grasping you so you're unable to move, and looks behind it, and you watch as it pushes one of its hands into the darkness. You see another massive house-sized hand emerge from the darkness, and you see it pierces its fingers into the darkness, spreads them wide, and then you're able to see your friends' heads again through a hole, again the size of clouds looking down at you.
So, great hanging with ya. You really, you've got that something. You've got a very sparkling personality. It was a pleasure to meet you. Do you think you could give me a lift back up?
The hand lets go of you fully, so you're in this space. You're just kind of floating once again, holding onto the Dame Slayer, as the creature approaches you, and with both of its hands goes...
I take its hands or climb in. I don't know.
As you try to like take its hands, it goes.
Oh. Is it gesturing for like me to come closer?
You gotta figure it out. That's a nat one. This thing ain't talking to you. The fucking you watch as with one of it goes as it goes and moves its hand, pushes its hand towards the darkness and moves its hand back, and you see one of the gold bars you put in float towards it as it goes and then pushes the gold bar back into the darkness. And then it then extends its hands out again.
I don't know what to do. I'm going to take one of the I'm gonna take from my collection of little trinkets. I'm going to take a handful of some of the smooth glass shards that I have, and I'm going to, this is for you, housewarming gift, and put a handful of those in its hand.
You watch as it takes the glass in its hand. It goes as the glass then begins floating. The glass then floats and circles around its head. As you watch then the glass stop and almost make like an unruly crown, almost like pointing the shards up to the sky. As it goes, as it reaches back, opens up the hole. As you then feel a giant hand slam into your back and push you towards the hole, towards your cloud-sized friends' heads. And as you are approaching the hole then begins to shrink down until it's roughly the size of maybe like a foot, maybe 2 feet wide. And as you're then pushed forward, you then breach, as you then get a whiff of fresh air as your head and one of your arms pops out of the bag.
Oh god, I think that gold's staying in there. Oh gosh.
I grab their hand and try to help pull them out.
Awesome. I'm gonna say with everybody doing that, you just and you yank Calorie fully out of the bag of holding.
Can I say while she was figuring out how to get out, I divine sensed the bag?
I will fully allow that, actually. Yorda, you were taught about this more of like a scary story about making sure you know where your things are. However, these creatures, although they are very rare, they have to be created through like powerful, hateful magic and placed within bags of holding, as these creatures can only really exist within those pocket dimensions. You are like, oh, there's a bagman in there. As Cowrie then pops out and then starts crawling out of the bag with everybody's help.
Bagman?
Bagman, yes.
So we have 2 traps now.
I'll
Two
say with divine sense. Is that what you used?
Yeah.
You recognize that whatever power is inside of that bag has complete control over that, because bags of holding are basically like pocket dimensions that can be like carried around and they're basically filled up with stuff to a certain limit. That creature in there has complete, almost deific control over that realm, but presumably no power in like the actual material plane.
There was a big person in there, and it held on to me really tight, and I played it a song, and it seemed like it liked it, and then it was really dark in there for a minute, and then I gave it some broken glass, and then it let me leave. But it was really scary. So I think don't reach in the bag. I think, unfortunately, the gold bars might be a wash. I think they belong to the bagman now. Yeah. We have 2 traps. We have 2 bad bags.
Didn't the old lady say where we could find her? Did I get bonked on the head by some debris?
She said that you could find her when you need her.
Yeah.
Well, I need my gold.
I don't think she has it. I think the bagman has it.
Maybe she could get the bagman out. I don't know how this thing works. I just know the bagman's real bad.
Well,
that could. Carrie, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm good. That was just real freaky for a second.
Understandably so.
So we can't shove someone in the brown bag, but we can shove someone in the purple bag.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's a question for when we deal with Lawman. We could potentially get the bag man.
Oh, I don't know. Is the bag?
You broke Drew.
I don't know if that's how that works, but if anyone could even have answers, maybe.
Yeah.
Or the stuff just stays there.
Just as a point going forward, for any plans we have about Lawman, let's just not make them around Arthur. Yeah.
No.
Good point. That is
Arthur like taking a nap on my shoulders or something.
Yeah, I'll say that Arthur is just kind of like, and just kind of chilling out on Yorda's shoulder.
Oh,
like daytime.
We'll make plans once he's awake. It's been quite a day.
Well, what were we doing? I got distracted.
So I guess you're feeling better. Less,
Yeah. Yeah, feeling okay.
volatile, I guess.
Yeah.
And you guys can keep talking. I'm gonna say that you guys are walking back to the Triple S Tavern just to like
Yeah.
find a place to find a free long rest. So
Yeah. We can. What time of day is it?
It's like 4 p.m. probably.
I'll say, Rhyme just cracks the one shoulder that got dislocated on the fall back in his socket. He goes, yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Are you
So,
good?
oh yeah, I'm great. Why do you have that face?
Your shoulder was just at a really bad angle, and then it made a really bad noise.
Yeah, it's good now. My wrist before was like, bleh, and then Pax was like, pew, and so my wrist is all good now.
Let's find somewhere to sit and maybe get
Yeah.
something to eat.
Oh yeah.
What happened back there?
Let's find somewhere to sit and eat.
We'll discuss over a drink.
Yeah, let's maybe not be at the scene of the crime, be too close to it.
Yes, I agree, and I start leading us towards the Triple S Tavern.
Perfect.
Sorry,
What's up?
Rhyme is just gonna like pause for a second, let them get a little bit ahead of him, and sorry. No, it's not the time. He almost calls Davrosa, but he's like, I'm gonna get yelled at. Hang on, I'll do this later.
Because so we are walking back to Triple S Tavern. Wonderful. I'm gonna say, just for the sake of like having some RP, your parents and your siblings are very happy to see that you're back. Although you like kind of have a wicked bruise, you're not too banged up. And so your parents are really kind of like unable to clock what just happened, and because the news has not spread over to the Triple S yet. So
I'm just steady stream of blood from like a hairline fracture in his skull.
So you so you guys have like the evening to like grab some drinks and get some food before taking a long rest. Sound good?
Yeah.
Excellent. You guys are able to walk back to the Triple S Tavern, and like everything is still like you still smell the spilled drinks. You step on the broken glass and you can smell the like residual smell of smoke in the air. However, your parents are doing a great job of like making it as presentable as possible to open up for business, as well as certain regular customers kind of pushing things around. Joe Jabber doing his best to help as well. With all of that, you guys are all back in the Triple S Tavern. You're able to reorganize a table, sit down. There's a kitchen in the back, which Olive would be fully stocked with certain things you can eat immediately, like fruits and vegetables and bread and some oil. But there's also meats and eggs and other things that can be cooked if you want more complicated meals.
What would a usual be at the Triple S Tavern?
Usual would be for breakfast it would be eggs and bacon. For lunch it would be a basically butter fried sandwich with like cheese, tomato, and like maybe some meat if you asked for it. And then for dinner it would usually be like cut and roasted potatoes with like a slice of meat.
I get one of everything, like one of like a breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as like basically the equivalent of a party platter. And I bring it over to our table.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, it's enough for everybody to share. No need to pay. You do work here.
You
and a whole like pitcher of ale. Share.
You see her grab a piece of bacon and go, caviar, and eats it.
The Duke is just offended. The Duke looks so disappointed.
That's bacon. That's pig.
Oh. Okay.
We could not afford caviar if we tried.
Oh, okay. So, what happened back to there?
Kind of look around to see if anyone else wants to share.
Yeah. Oh, so Triple S Tavern was being burnt down. And we were like, oh shit. And so we went and we put it out and we were like, And there were tracks leading away that were crocodilian, and so we were thinking of the guys back in Rebound, and so we were like, okay, well, we will follow the tracks and see who tried to burn down the tavern and go fuck their shit up. And so we follow, and it brings us to Complex City, which we know where Emin the Walking is, and there was already a bounty out on him, so we're like, hey, 2 birds, 1 stone, let's go fuck this guy up. And so we go in and we find Emin the Walking, big minotaur guy, can do druid stuff with wood and walls, very cool. And he had a ton of weird stuff to say about like having gotten us here, like, which was weird. And he had the exact amount of money with him for the bounty that was out on him, so maybe that's a weird plan that him and Netlock had going. And Olive brought some people here with magic, which was cool, was really cool and really helpful, really good. And then we super duper killed him, and then Netlock showed up, and he's this big construct guy, and he was like, it attacked Yorda. And so then we just sent him down through the building, and then the building fell down, and then we ran into you, and then I got in a bag, and then we walked back here, and now we're eating caviar. I think that was the important stuff.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. How did I end up with Evie?
It was really weird.
She just kind of fucking took you.
Well,
like at gunpoint.
Well, before that, you passed out. Some sort of magic around you. And it was we didn't want to leave you with Miss Goldtooth Squall, but she's a very hard person to say no to, especially when she's armed.
Yeah. Okay.
The magic, it was like the wraith back at the well, the storm, the little fury wraith. It was weird.
It's in me?
Something was.
Are you possessed?
I don't know.
Can I check?
Sure.
Can I do an Arcana check, Drew?
Yes, I will. Yes, you will. What the fuck? The sarsaparil's wearing off. Fuck.
You arrive now. And can we say a short rest has happened?
No.
God damn it. Okay. Now I'm going to flip my coin. Oh, not bad. That's gonna be a 19.
19?
Yeah.
Give me an insight check as well. I'm not gonna say on what, but just give it to me.
No,
While you're rolling that, I will just say to her, if you want, you could talk to him about it. It seemed very similar to what happened with him. Do you remember anything from it?
No, I don't remember a lot of things. I don't remember what happened. No.
And then what'd you get on that insight check?
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Ron, you hear Pax inside of your head go, and perhaps keep this to yourself, as we don't want to be rude, but I'm sensing that you and her are similar, in a way.
Rhyme just thinks in his head, like, less sorcerer than warlock?
You and Pax have talked about a lot, and Pax goes, no, similar to what happened in the bar.
Oh. Okay.
And that is what you get from those checks. You kind of clock that.
So many secrets. Arrgh.
It is all right. If you want to learn exactly what happened in the bar, make sure to check out the previous episode of Palm of the Fist. No, okay, moving on.
Good plug.
Wait, was
Thank
it actually
you,
in the last
all
episode?
our viewer, right here for us.
I believe it was in the last episode, but we will
The
get to
last
that
one
later.
before.
I'll have to check. All right.
And Yorda,
Hmm?
is there any reason that you and Netlock would have beef? Have you ever met them before?
I have not, and I wish he would have showed up at the beginning of that whole escapade because I took care of those two brothers quite handily
Yeah.
when you
It
guys
looked-
got, separated by wooden floor man. I don't know. What was his name again?
Emin.
Mm.
Emin.
I mean, it didn't
Well,
look like you really wanted our help. It looked like you were having a lot of fun.
Yeah. But yeah, giant deep sea diver monster dude kind of fucked my ass. I don't want to see him again. I don't know what his beef is with me, but I don't think there's a he in there to talk to, so I don't know how to deal with that.
Nice
Yeah.
armor.
Fuck him on.
Thanks.
Olive?
It protected my skin, but my insides became jelly.
Like a Tesla.
What?
Who's Tesla?
Drew making cannon!
He's
I-
the,
no,
he's
no,
the
no.
cleric on my old ship who worshipped Clumpin.
We're not making Tesla
There's
canon.
now video evidence of it existing.
Everything after the breath is canon.
That's
Oh.
true. Oh yeah. Some things
we're not
after the
making
breath
Tesla
will now
canon.
begin.
Some things get omitted.
Olive.
Hmm?
How are you doing? For as long as I've known you, which is not long, that was your first kill.
Normally we congratulate people on first kills, but I feel like you don't want that. So
Maybe we should just, maybe we should.
I'll wait. I'll pause.
Well, I strangely, I mean, I don't feel great, but I don't feel bad either. You can congratulate me. I don't mind. He was a very bad person.
You can say he was a prick. You can say he was an asshole, Olive. You're allowed to curse.
And if we're being honest, I kind of did most of the work for you, and you just kind of like crossed the last T in the sentence.
I slap Yorda. I'm like, stop it.
I'm just making a point.
He has a point. No, yes, you did very well, Yorda. So really, it's not really my kill, in that sense. I'm fine.
Insight
Insight
check.
check.
Hey, at least my coins flip back to heads, dudes. You're not.
Insight, I got a 12.
I got a 17.
Rhyme's too distracted thinking about her. Like,
I don't get that. Bless is probably gone by now, right? I wouldn't get
Yeah,
that.
it only lasts a minute.
Also, bless is just is not ability check. I think it's just attack rolls and saving throws.
I didn't think so. I rolled a 15.
Mostly, I kind of want to glean if Olive saying, like, that it wasn't really her kill is, like, her being modest, or if that's the preferable way for her to think of it, to kind of know how to broach this.
Cope. Opium.
Cry about it.
What? Carrie got the highest. What'd you get?
Yeah, I got a 17.
17.
And just generally how you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she kind of says it wasn't her kill to make it easier, not like in terms of dealing with it, but just kind of taking the heat off of her for a sec. Yeah, I think she means it when she says she's fine, but it's like when you say you're fine because you don't really know how you're feeling. and that's just the easier way to like move the conversation along. So yeah, that's what you get
Okay.
with that.
Well, it sounds like the guy deserved it, though, right?
Well, yes, there was a bounty on his head, so
Hey, we got that money.
Yes, we did.
yes, we did.
Oh yeah, her. You have
Was
like
that-
an amount of gold that you didn't have before.
I hand her 300
300,
gold
yeah.
that was not in the bag of holding.
Yeah, we already did all that math in private, so like that all gets factored in, so we're all good there.
Well, it was kind of strange that as soon as we dealt with Evan, that Netlocks guy showed up right away. He was already there, wasn't he? We just didn't see
No,
him.
he like showed up. Like he came.
Well, no, he was in the ceiling, so he
Yeah.
was there.
Or like on the roof or something. That was
Were there cameras? Is that a thing?
What's a camera?
Well,
Let's check the CCTV.
that's in Golden Steam a lot of the time, not here.
Camera was Tesla's brother, you know.
I
Camera.
heard. Have you seen that movie? I had time when we were in the Love Temple. That movie with the pirate ship and the
God.
Yeah, the weird like the monk dude, lady.
yeah,
What's it?
yeah.
I have
They
no idea
like-
what you're talking about.
I honestly, I think a lot of their like acting was really stiff.
Yeah, I loved it.
You did.
Anyway, well,
What was the name of it, man?
there were a lot of bounties when after we parted ways with her. Perhaps you could attempt to work your debt with the Battle of the Bards.
Okay.
Is Cutter Jack still with us?
Oh.
Yeah,
is
Cutter
it?
Jack. Yeah, I'm also here. Yeah,
And
he's
Duke.
just sitting here. He's been sitting here
Yeah.
quietly.
Is
Duke
anybody
LaCroix
else's
still eating
music
his churro?
super fucking loud?
Yeah, we could hear it through Kate's version of the
Sorry.
Zoom. It's okay. I'll actually
okay
just change it
with
over to a calmer thing real quick.
Yeah, it's like this sweeping dramatic music as we're like, yeah, what's that movie we saw?
Hey, Cutter Jack, you vibing? That'll be better. There we go.
Is
No,
is
and
Duke LaCroix still eating his churro?
No, he finished that, but now he's like kind of like he's like, it is not caviar, but this is still very good. It's like eating some of the bacon. Yeah, the Duke and Cutter Jack are just kind of like, and just real quick being like, you look like a standard pirate, and then Cutter Jack's like, you're a French fuck. And they just and they just kind of shake hands. And they just go back to their conversation. I don't fucking know.
Though, and also we'll get
That's
some
right.
money, I think, when Tior Fedorov gets here eventually,
Yeah,
because he put
you
out
guys
a
had
bounty to keep us in the arbor, and we have successfully done that thus far.
He's coming.
600 gold.
Yeah, he's in the well, and he is trying to catch up with us to tell us something.
He got out of the thing.
I assume yes.
Out of the
yes,
well, yeah.
we knew that he contacted me, right? We were in the food chain.
He did.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
He reached out to me when we were escaping.
Oh no, that was Cowrie actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of us.
Well, I can't. I wonder how he got out. If they they wouldn't just let me out.
What happened in there?
I made a friend. The ball.
You keep saying the ball whenever we ask you what happened in there and then not elaborating.
It was like stories of buildings or floors that would go up and down, and then it wouldn't let me out, and then it was like testing it would prick me, right, and then it would like test me,
Something like
but
that.
I didn't see anybody there besides this big ball.
Well, I'm sure we can ask him when we see him.
Yeah.
Well, because he also, fuck, I can't find it. Where he said we had to understand the importance of one another.
Does that set any alarm bells off in my head, Drew?
No, so this is information that like none of you. It's just confusing to all of you.
Okay.
Like a loose connection to you, Rhyme, and you're kind of like, maybe these two things are linked, but like nothing where you're like, oh, I got it.
Ah!
Maybe MRPHD? Wait,
Yeah.
do any of you know a skinny, very skinny, bony person who rolls dice?
Shut up. Do
No?
we? Do we?
Olive, give me a history check with advantage.
For realsies?
What'd you get?
I got 2 nat ones in a row, so I'm flipping my fucking coin. Wait, hold on. Wait.
That's so bad.
It's so bad. Okay. 10.
You can
Ten's
roll.
definitely-
You can roll for it again later. Not a goddamn clue.
Oh.
Those 2 nat ones, you're not walking back from that. That was, and then a 10. No, nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Alright. Okay. No need to worry. It's fine. It's fine. Oh.
Why? Where did you meet this person?
I was having nightmares. The food chain and us in the love temple. Then I saw this guy in a corner. I couldn't really see him though, but he was rolling dice. I don't know. Maybe it's nothing, you know? It's okay. I like your bags.
Oh, they're super evil, both of them.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe.
You watched me get sucked
Yeah,
into
I
that
did,
one.
What if we drop some bacon into the bad guy's bag? Do you think
Oh yeah, I'll give some bacon to the bag, man.
You
Wait,
think he's
can
like
you
a
try the barter? That's what I do with Phoebe.
I
No,
I give
let's
you
not put it-
caviar, you give me gold.
Do you
Let's
think
not-
that? Hear me out here. Do you think you can have the brown bag eat the chains off without eating the wrist as well of
No.
either?
Ooh,
No,
I
okay.
don't know. It pulled me super hard.
Other bag, but
Not
Oh,
not
which one?
Bagman's
Oh,
bag.
that one.
The devour bag.
I mean, you'd have to get like real specific.
Precise.
So
That's
again,
like-
I think we test it with Signor LaCroix.
Ignore?
Signore LaCroix.
Why?
Capitan, please, you have to stand up for me. He is so
'Cause
big,
I'm
I
not
cannot
doing it to
resist him.
her.
But he has a good
She doesn't
point.
get to be the test dummy.
I
I have
don't
no
know.
attachment to this
No.
man.
No, I'm
Maybe-
gonna say, I'm
maybe-
gonna say,
Maybe
I'm
we
gonna
go see
say-
Phoebe again and we try with her hair.
That is a
I
that is
think-
a worse idea. That is a worse
think-
idea.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that she's not going to take it off until you pay her money.
Yeah.
Or if by some chance we kill her without her blowing your wrists off.
Probably not. Probably have
Let's
to pay.
not go killing people who
Yeah.
play
I've already been
instrumental
banned
role
from
in
the
government.
arbor. I've been banned here.
You've been banned from the arbor?
That's
For
what
what?
Phoebe said.
I feel like that's really hard to do considering everyone here is a pirate.
What the fuck did you do?
A bad business deal and embarrassed her. I don't know what that means specifically.
I will, in the meantime, open up the bag of holding and take some bacon and not put my hand
Yeah.
in, but drop some bacon into the bag and close it.
One strip of bacon disappears. As you close it up, you are all able at the table, able to just hear, and you all see a very thin gray hand just slowly emerge out of the bag with his hand open.
Handful of bacon. Don't touch the hand, but drop it into the hand.
And takes it and then disappears. Bag
Can
closes.
can Rhyme like write a note that says gold for bacon and crumple it up, put it with some bacon and drop it in the bag?
Give me a persuasion check.
Hell yes.
Wait, can I give the help action by making it all swirly and cute?
Sure, it's gotta be a nat 20, but
It's a nat 20! Almost
We're gonna pay
tossed
off her
to an
debt
8,
tomorrow.
But then it fell into a nat 20. I love this dice!
Drew,
You
you gotta stop saying it's gotta be a nat 20, because then it's gonna be a nat 20.
It's like Dimension 20. It's like if you say it every time, it's gotta happen sometime. It's like no. I say it every time, and every time it happens. Like
No,
her.
that's
Okay.
27.
And we're gonna hit one more thing before we're gonna end tonight. But while this is happening, you guys drop a little cute swirly cursive note of like bacon
I
equals
draw hearts on it.
hearts on it, little love note, little mwah, and you drop it into the bag. You drop it into the bag, and you watch as a minute passes, 2 minutes pass, and then the bag opens just a little bit, and then very slowly you watch as an oar, like a boat oar, begin being pushed out of the bag. Like it's like Mary Poppins. Like it's an insane geometry as this boat oar comes out and just rattles onto the table. You guys are able to grab it, and you look, whoever grabs it, and you're all able to see that on the oar there's an M carved onto like the actual paddle of the oar.
Huh.
Yeah?
Give me a quick intelligence check, everybody that can read.
That's so mean.
I feel attacked.
It's a W for Wombo.
It's a million gold.
6.
13, but should I flip my coin
13.
for it?
Okay.
14.
14. Rhyme and her. M or.
More. A rhyme will write another note that says 1 pound bacon, 4 gold? Question mark. Also, then
Squirrely.
he's like really cramped, messy handwriting on the bottom. Do you need paper to write? And every time it's like 4 or 2, he's just writing the number.
Even more bacon.
I truly, honest to God, like my brain, you can like see the gears turning. You put that note in, about a minute or 2 passes. We're gonna get to like an actual plot thing in a little bit, by the way. Like,
This is it.
I literally, I had a reveals planned, and I'm like, we gotta take a couple minutes to do this. Like, this is too much
Gotta be
fun.
friends with the bag man.
That note goes in, and you watch as the bag then opens up again, and you watch as Yorda, I think you're the only person that would have seen something like this. It's a new kind of art form that's used to strengthen both the mind and the body. And you watch, really only you have like the strength to kind of get this thing, as a giant like stone plate comes out of the bag, roughly the size of like a large like serving dinner plate, and it and it slams onto the table. Yorda, you're able to pick it up and feel that this thing weighs 45 pounds. And
We get the bacon over here.
there are no servers. It is just you guys and...
Oh, yeah.
I take everything from the table and put it on this dumb plate. Like, I just smush everything on it.
We put the
There's
food on
nothing.
the
There's
plate.
no markings. No nothing on the plate. If I just like.
So I'm gonna say that all of you guys assume that the bagman... So probably no one knew this before right now, but the bagman is able to communicate, but can only communicate through objects.
Oh.
Wow.
So presumably there's a lot more in this bag than you guys imagined, and the bagman can like clearly can't talk or write or do anything to communicate in like a traditional sense, but can give you objects that represent things.
Cool.
But
I
he
just-
can read.
I open the bag and I push everything from the table into the bag.
Okay. There goes all the food in the mead. Awesome.
Snag a handful of bacon.
Yeah, a handful of
I-
bacon into the bag. Can I just get another quick intelligence check from everybody this time?
There we go.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh.
That's a
That's good.
21.
21.
Intelligence, dirty 20.
Okay.
Just straight intelligence.
Yeah.
16.
I'll say it's a group check. You all are able to recognize that this thing is, because of like the trade that Rhyme set up, needs 45 pounds of bacon for one of these gold bars.
Oh gosh.
That's like half a pig.
Why don't we just
I
go
don't know.
take a pig from outside and give her the pig?
Let's not do that. I would like to not put my family out of business.
No.
That's
We
just
could just go buy
One
one.
pig.
You could also just buy 45 pounds of bacon, and it's like stock trading.
Rhyme,
It's like we can trade the
Stands
bacon.
up. Ryan like stands up and is like, "You need money for your bounty, right?
For my debt, yes.
For your debt. How much money did we? So it was. How was it split? The bounty that we got.
We got 300 each.
100.
And then there was 6.
I
gold
already had that
bars.
in my account.
Okay.
How much was each gold bar worth?
Each gold bar worth is now worth 45 pounds of bacon. So Rhyme's like, we need to go to a butcher after we figure this shit out.
It's like that one meme that's like I think like 2 rappers said lyrics where it's like like bad bitches are a dime a dozen, but a good girl is worth like some like 100 bad bitches, and like someone was like that means a good girl is worth 12 cents or like whatever. It's like that where it's like a gold bar is worth 45 pounds of bacon, which means that 45 pounds of bacon each gold bar is worth 250 gold. That is way too much money.
But you said it was 3,000 for 6.
Well,
We'll
there's
go
video,
over the map on the outside.
There's video proof somewhere. We'll
There
find
is, and I'll track that back. But point is, it's a lot of money that's just sitting in the bag right now. You should get a lot of bacon to translate.
How much is 45 pounds of bacon? Like, how much would that cost?
I'm gonna be honest. As a DM, I don't have that information just ready, so I might have
Why don't
to
we-
find that.
What do you mean? Buy
Instead
a
of-
version, Drew.
Instead of paying for bacon to use the bacon as payment for more money, why don't we find a butcher, figure out if he's in like distress or has like a thing to do, and we'll just do it for him in exchange for bacon.
That seems like a really. Let's just use money. We can use money to solve some of our problems.
Yo, next session is about to be wild.
We are never going to get Arthur unpossessed.
He's asleep.
We're literally
Wait for that.
We have less than 3 months to get that motherfucker out of him.
And we have
And
2 options in this town.
the next.
Months is gonna come around, and Lawman's gonna come out and be like, "Oh, why did you stop me?" And we'll be midway through a fetch quest chain
No,
of
no, no.
getting shit for people, so we
Radiant,
can get to where we're going.
The next 3
we go on our
sessions.
Radiant quest grind.
The next 3 sessions are just gonna be us working at a butcher shop, doing checks to cut
For
meat
fucking-
and sell meat.
It's like this is the
Red
game
Dead
with
Redemption
piracy,
endgame.
and crime, and you all get stable 9 to 5s. Like you get social security, like you're getting all the benefits, dental and health.
Damn, what butcher shop are we working at? I'd love that.
Holy
I already have
shit!
dental and health insurance with my job.
Okay, so we have to figure out how much 45 pounds of bacon is.
Or wherever we get Arthur exercised, we can ask them if they know anything about dealing with the thing that's stopping us from getting gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or any other powerful magical person.
So
Weren't there also bounties at the PPVC? Whatever it's called.
Yeah,
There's a-
well, an absolute ton. But the thing is, like, because most people don't have the money to want someone dead that badly, and so it's the idea of like you can go and track down like some pretty easy kills, but like if they're worth like 15 gold, is it really worth the time investment?
So
No.
are we gonna do Arthur's thing, or are we gonna go meet Rahi?
I really don't think we should be anywhere near where Yasa is with Arthur until after he's exercised. because otherwise that sweet little owl body is not going to exist anymore. You
Did
know?
did he decide that we're gonna try the safe option first, and then
Yes, I think so.
if we find out, we go fuck around some more?
Yeah, we were gonna check. Well, is he okay? Is he like just asleep or is he unconscious?
He's just a little dude on my shoulder.
Can you check his pupils, make sure he didn't get a concussion?
Oh, dude. Terrifying.
And I'm gonna say that as you guys are kind of just chilling here, as we can like plan what you guys are gonna do next, probably like in between sessions, I'll say that you guys have been here for at least an hour. The Duke and Cutter Jack kind of chilling here with you guys. Everyone here can take a short rest, and the reason I say short rest is because I'm gonna do just one more reveal before we end the session. Sound good?
Ah,
I may have clicked long rest a while ago.
Okay.
I know what my health was. That's the most important.
As you guys are kind of like sitting here like talking about like what's going forward, trying to like work out like, well, you guys are talking about like, okay, so it's like, so exorcism, what are we doing next, what's going on? And then some of you are like, okay, bacon to gold ratio, like what's the easiest way? Like I know some butchers in the area. As you guys are talking about this, you guys hear at the door of the tavern, and you can all look over, and Olive, you actually hear him go, "Oh, it's you, hey." And you see the same orangutan man that you ran into outside of Complex City, standing in the door.
Oh, Mr. Foreman, hello. I kind of stand as the only person working here.
Yeah.
Can I get you anything?
No, actually, here on business. Hey guys, yeah, this is the right place. Come on in. As he calls back to some people. And you guys are then able to hear, the windows of the first floor are still broken. The foreman then opens up the door, and you guys see apelings begin to pour into this place.
God fucking damn it.
You see, foreman has a orangutan with like a hard hat and a clipboard. Gorillas with gloves carry huge bundles of wood in through the doorway. You watch as like lemurs with like hammers and nails and like baboons with saws and sandpaper begin flooding into this place. And all of you are able to recognize this seems like a construction force. This seems this seems like people that are really good at building and working with the wood here. And as these guys begin to work, you guys begin to like see, like they come in, don't even ask permission. They start ripping up like blacked wood and like splintered floors and bursted bursted barrels. And it begins transforming. They start immediately renovating the entire tavern right in front of you. With every board that's ripped up and thrown away, a new one immediately comes in. You actually watch as apelings rush over two gorillas, and they straight up pick the table up, like, throw it onto their backs. A new one quickly comes in and is built right in front of you, a full new table in the span of like 3 minutes, as it seems like they're redoing this entire place for some reason. As that's happening, Cowrie and everyone please give me a history check with Cowrie and Olive giving it to me with advantage.
Nat 20!
Nat 20!
Hey! Nat 20!
Yeah. I got one. It's fine.
17?
I wouldn't know, so I didn't roll.
Okay.
8.
8. Cowrie, you would know this because you've just because of like the stories that you've heard like passed down. That's kind of like how history works here. But all of you know this from just personally talking to a lot of the people that come into the tavern. You actually recognize some of the apelings kind of rushing in, as these are the apeling population of this place is primarily a construction force. Most of them work in the renovation or expansion department. And actually, all of you would know a little bit of tidbit about the Arbor and its history. The apelings were actually the first race of people here, even before the pirates were here. So you actually understand that apelings are native to the Palm. It seems like the pirates of the Palm are not native to here. It seems like the pirates came in hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Mm-hmm. And like this, all this construction is happening, and Foreman's like, Foreman kind of like walking around. If you guys want to talk to him, you certainly can. But like all this construction just like starts happening around you.
It's like HGTV where they're like move that bus, but it's instead move that boat.
I'm just kind of like instinctively like passing out like drinks to the workers, like if anyone wants, just like to help the process go faster. I offer a jug to Foreman. I'm like, thank you so much for your help. Did my parents hire you?
Oh no! Foreman takes the cup of ale, like a ginormous, like long red arm, and starts drinking. And is like, and I thought you looked familiar. Well, Miss Terraborg, it's certainly nice to be working with you. No, you're just real nice people. Courtesy of the boss lady. She said someone came after the Triple S Tavern, so we just wanted to come and do it for you on the house.
Oh, that's very kind of you. I much appreciated. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar who your boss is. Would you mind jogging my memory?
Actually, not a problem. Now, she's actually moving a little bit slow right now, but she should be here soon. Everyone here give me a perception check.
On. Fuck!
24.
Oh, thank God.
15.
15.
16.
11.
16, 11. Also, the music just cut out, which is pretty appropriate due to the because apparently I just can't listen to activities anymore. I'm just banned.
Still hear it.
I'm listening to it. It's great.
I think I hit
Dang.
my personal limit. Can I rejoin? Oh, oh no, I gotta wait 10 minutes. But whatever. Cowrie with the highest roll here easily. Anybody? What did Rhyme and Yorda get? I'm so sorry.
Bad.
16.
16. Yes. Cowrie and Rhyme. It's like, well, she's not really hard to hear coming. As you guys are able to hear. Netlocks.
Netlocks?
Making its
See her pronouns!
making its way down the street towards the Triple S, and you can hear it's moving slow, but it's coming. It's coming.
Yorda, you may want to just duck under
I'm ready to go.
Oh, can I use a little bit of the dust of disappearance to make Yorda invisible?
Yes, you can.
Hey, yo.
This is why I got it.
No problem. How many charges are in the dust of disappearance?
I can use, hang on, I'll just buy more if I need to, but, there we go. So there's enough of it for one use.
Okay.
So
If you want to use that on Yorda, you certainly can. Yorda can also just hide in the building.
I was gonna jump out of an open window.
Rhyme goes for the dust and then just sees Yorda go full horizontal through a window.
Where's Yorda?
Preferably one that's not been repaired yet.
You can
Where-
get in the bag with the bag man.
Where's Yorda? He just left.
I mean, if the rest of the crew isn't immediately getting up to leave, then I will go hide behind the bar or something. But
Okay.
I'm ready to.
Not a problem. You're able to. Oh, Gab, hope you're okay. You're able to. You're just see a couple lemurs kind of putting everything back together, and it's like. As you just kind of fly over them and just go behind the bar. As you're behind the bar, you watch as gorillas come over, pick up the bar, and fully walk away with it. As lemurs come over and just start building a new one right in front of you. As that happens, everybody else is kind of staying where they are.
I will go and sit on the bar, just if anyone comes that way, try and intervene, I guess.
Okay, not a problem. We got that's Cowrie, her, Rhyme, Olive. Anybody doing anything?
I'm gonna cast Bless on myself, Cowrie, and who else? On Yorda.
Got it. Okay. Her, Olive. Anything?
I think I'm just hanging out because I have no idea what's going on.
No problem. Olive doing anything?
I think I'm just kind of standing by the door, waiting to greet Netlocks because nothing's wrong. They're just visiting my lovely establishment.
Actually, never mind. I don't cast Bless. I don't have second level spell slots right now.
Thought that counts.
Netlocks, you're able to see moving slowly, swaying side to side, only moving maybe, in gameplay purpose, like 20 feet per round. Netlocks slowly makes its way down this, like, main road to the corner of the establishment. Stopping at the main door, maybe about, like, 5-10 feet away from Olive, Netlocks towers over you. And Olive, you see a terrifying sight as you look at Netlocks, completely undamaged from everything that just happened. Not a scratch can be seen. All of the wood has been broken off of the legs. It seems like this thing is in pristine condition. You wonder what it would take to kill this thing. As it looks down at you, and just kind of looks at you.
Hello, Netlocks, it's a pleasure to have you here. Can I get you anything? Can Netlocks even fit through the door?
You watch as Netlocks and turns its legs still facing you, turns its back to you like 180 degrees completely around, and you watch as the hatch on the back of Netlocks swings open.
No goddamn way.
As the hatch on the back of Netlocks swings open, you guys are able to see. Let me just make sure I get all this correctly here. You see an apeling woman inside. You're able to see like a blacksmith apron, like gloves, up to like half of the forearm, covered in just grease and soot. Some burning embers still on her, as she quickly, and I will send the pit crew out and just, well, actually, I'll send it out right now. Not pit crew, just like the general image that I have of this person. Just sending that out right now.
I thought Netlocks was fully automated. We were lied to.
Yorda, you recognize that it seems like Netlocks can operate autonomously and with a pilot. It's like different. It's different
terrible.
modes.
That's horrifying.
I'm having a difficulty sending this over, so I'll just send it over to here.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
As this apeling woman pops out, muscular, lean built, like pointed hair at the top, face obscured, however, with a full welding mask, pops out and go, well, you don't need to get me anything at all. I heard someone came after the best bar in my district, and, well, gosh golly, we can't have that. I had to come and help personally.
Oh, that's very much appreciated. You don't know what this means. Thank you. I don't know how to thank you. Are you sure I can't get you a drink or anything?
Looks at you and actually goes like, you know what? I actually could go for a drink. That would be wonderful, Olivine. Thank you.
I am visible.
You are currently behind the bar completely as this person goes, well, may I come in?
Of course, yes, please come in.
Perfect, wonderful. With a twirl, like acrobatically twirls off of Netlocks' back. Netlocks' hatch locks back up, and Netlocks spins back around and is just staring at the bar entrance. As this apeling woman, maybe only like 5'6", relatively short, walks inside, as you are all able to see this as the construction just kind of is operating around everybody. Looks at you, and I would, Feldspar and Jasper, I know them personally. Where are they right now? Oh, they must be busy. They're just busy upstairs. I'm just focusing on you guys right now. If I brought in 3 NPCs, we're gonna be here all goddamn night.
Okay, well, no, I was so doing like, where is everybody?
We'll say they hopped out to like get more supplies for like errands or whatever.
Well, it's been a very busy day. I'm sure they're running around either here or around the district, but I'll tell them you stopped by if you missed them.
Oh, certainly. Well, you seem more than capable. And I looks around and like sees Cowrie, sees her just sitting there, sees Rhyme, Yorda, you're tucked in the back. Goes, well, I can give this personal guarantee to you, then, Olivine. I will give you a personal guarantee that we will find who is responsible for this. Honestly, I'm sorry it took me so long to get here. Netlocks got in some kind of a scrap, and I just had to fix him up before I came. It's almost like a building fell on him or something.
It's very funny that you should mention that. Let me get you that drink. And you know, obviously not drawing attention to Yorda, and working around all the construction. I like pour like a fucking flagon of ale, and just under the bar, I sprinkle some dust of deliciousness into the ale.
Ooh, baby, we're gonna get to that in 1 second. Excellent.
Yeah, no worries. Just want to like throw that out there.
As you sprinkle the dust of deliciousness into the drink, give me a quick stealth check. But Yorda's right there, so give it to me with. If you want to help out Olive, you can do that.
Yeah.
Excellent. Give it to me. Give me a stealth check with advantage.
That's only a 12. I do it like below the bar. Like
Okay. All right. Okay.
Like I'm fixing
Can I
drinks.
start playing music to
Some
also
drinks.
distract?
I can't do more than regular. Hold on.
Check.
That's fair.
Well, when I need to roll in that one, I'll roll in that one. So we're cool. We're all good.
No.
Can I do an
Hey,
check on her?
Jesus.
As you are gonna do that rhyme, you watch as this person looks to you, and goes, "Oh," and like looks to each of you. Olive, you're coming out from like behind the bar with the drink.
Yeah, I hand it to her.
And she takes it and she goes, well, and who are all of these fine folks?
Oh well, these are my crew.
Oh, of course they are. I'm just kidding, of course. I know exactly who all of you are. The well fight, the food chain, the exceptional battling of a sea drake and of a shale mar, and of whatever that owl creature might have been. That was fascinating. You dispatched it with such efficiency. I am so very impressed.
Oh,
But oh, sorry. Yeah, no. I'm so sorry, Olive. Continue.
no. Thank you. I apologize. That we haven't. Well, I apologize. You know so much about us. I apologize that we don't know too much about you.
Well, not a problem at all. Well, I'm just happy to see that you were all able to make it back here in one piece. It seems like you all took some pretty bad licks during that fight. I hope you had a nice doctor to help fix you up.
You see, the thing is, we've been looking for a new doctor. Any recommendations?
Well, to be completely honest, netlocks may be the muscle, but every body needs a brain, and I think I am more than qualified to be that brain. But I assume you mean a medical doctor, correct?
You can use the term loosely. I think we're on the same page.
Well, I think we are as well. But yes, what's so nice to be breaking bread with such fine people. And I think you're right, Olive. I'm so sorry for not extending you the same pleasantries that you did when I walked through the door. I mean, pardon me, I haven't even taken my gear off. And she flips up her visor, her welding mask from her head. And her face, you're able to see her chin beard with grease in it. You see kind of like soot stains on her face as well. Everything is like kind of obscured. But you're all able to see reddish, brownish eyes. As this woman looks to you and goes, and of course I'm not a medical doctor, but my name's R.O.A.C.H.Y. I'm the head of Livenline and, well, I'm a doctor of architecture. And you all quickly put it together. Will someone say the letters for me?
Dr.
MRPHQ.
Mayor.
Oh.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's session, as she takes the drink of the dust of deliciousness and happily drinks all of it.
Yeah!
We will be rolling that save next time on The Palm and the Fist.
Brother.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
That's
What does
why
the
she-
dust
I
of
don't think there's
deliciousness
a-
do?
A save that goes with Dust of Deliciousness. I
There
think
is.
there is.
I think so.
What is it?
I'll tell you right
I think
now.
it's a wisdom
It is a that's funny. The dust of deliciousness is a reddish brown dust that, when sprinkled on any edible substance, greatly improves the flavor, dulls the sense of the consumer, giving them disadvantage on wisdom-based checks and saves for 1 hour.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, there's no save for it to work, you know.
So yes, so you have all. Well, first of all, so much happened, but I'm just gonna go over the big stuff first. Maury Rack, Dr. Maury Rack, MR, PhD, the
Why
reddish.
are there so many fucking doctors? MR! God fucking damn it!
Dang, they were coming after us in the well, and now here. Oh, it's just too much.
The reddish.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about that.
The reddish brownish eyes. Yeah, MR, PhD. Basically a main plot, which you guys are still uncovering, and I'm so excited to see where that goes. But yes, so much. First of all, name of the session, 15 stories all at once. I love that so much. Next session, I think out of the frying pan into the fryer, into the fire would be a pretty good name, because next session is going to be bacon related, which is going to be a lot of fun.
Lots of bacon.
God.
How much bacon? Bacon to gold ratio.
Oh,
Bacon to gold ratio.
Yeah, well, and honestly, first of all, are we all having it, ladies and gentlemen? Are we all having a good time?
Yeah.
Yes. I hope this was super fun. Lots of first of all, great action. Going forward, unless incited by you guys, in terms of like planned combats, I have a couple going forward, but it's going to be primarily role play probably for the next few sessions. Unless you guys immediately go like, let's do Arthur's exorcism now at this place, and then, stuff will happen there. Or it's like immediately you're like, Battle of the Bards will come like once you guys have like done the other quest lines and stuff like that. But yes, so it's gonna be role play. You guys have done a lot of combat so far, and you guys have been doing a great job. So it's gonna be a little bit of role play just to get our feet wet there.
When we level up,
You guys will be level 6 going into the Battle of the Bards. So once once Her's treasure hunt for Rahi is resolved, and once Arthur's exercise, then you guys will level up.
okie dokie.
So we don't get a long rest.
Not yet, no.
Okay.
oh boy.
Well, because
That's fine.
you just dusted of deliciousness a very, very important person who you're just going to have a conversation with as Netlocks stands outside of your family business.
We're just gonna have a chat.
Don't worry, guys. I've got Subtle Spell as a sorcerer point, and I've got Silvery Barb, so we'll be okay.
So
Good.
I-
Yeah, I'm also uninjured and have not used any spell slots.
Yeah.
So
I have nothing.
You don't have to fight.
I rolled hit dice
Yes, we
to
do.
heal, and my Bloodwell Vial allows me to restore whenever I roll hit dice to heal in a short rest. I get 5 sorcerer points back, so I have all 3 back. I also got all my Warlock spell slots back, so I've got 4 first level spell slots and 3 sorcerer points.
I just wanted to make her drink a little extra tasty.
Oh,
'cause
she
she's a
loved it.
special
She
guest.
drank the whole thing.
Oh, I
I
need to write
will-
that down.
I want it noted because it takes a minute. I did start playing my lute to try and distract, even though it didn't do anything mechanically. And if I play for a minute, I can try to charm her.
Is that a wisdom save or a charisma save?
That's a wisdom save.
So she had disadvantage
Brawling
on that.
performance.
Yes, she would.
The amount of...
Unless you already had something in mind, because that was a very clutch and clever thing that you did. And
No,
so
I
if
just
you
had
something
just in
else,
case.
do it. Just in caseies.
Because it's checks
True.
and saving throws.
Ooh.
Yes.
Whenever possible, would we be allowed to take the spell when it becomes available to us? Would you let us get Gift of Gab?
Oh, I have Gift of Gab.
Oh,
You
yes.
do?
So yes.
Incredible.
But
Amazing.
we will be gathering more. I'm just gonna wrap up the stream real quick. Wonderful, excellent. If you're watching, we love you, and we will be seeing you next time when R.O.A.C.H.Y goes from the frying pan into the fire. Much love, everybody. Catch you next time.